The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Have you seen the little piggies crawling in the dirt? And for all the little piggies, life is getting worse. Always having dirt to play around in. Have you seen the bigger piggies in the starched white shirts? You will find the bigger piggies stirring up the dirt. Always have clean shirts to play around in. In the skies with all the backing, they don't care what goes on around. In their eyes there's something lacking, what they need's a damn good whacking. Everywhere there's lots of piggies living piggy lives. You can see them out for dinner with their piggy wives, clutching forks and knives to eat their bacon.
Do you not know this song?
No, I don't think I
Piggies!
do.
It's Piggies! I dedicate this. Here we go, the end.
One more time.
Dedicate that to Steve Baker MP. There we go. One of the good things that's going to come out of Brexit. I'm loving Brexit, man. This season is so good. It's the best season of Brexit ever. I'm obsessed. I wish I watched more of the previous 3 seasons, so I kind of know what was going on.
Do you think we're coming up to the finale yet?
No! The one good thing that's going to come out of this is everyone is going to know what a scumbag Steve Baker is. Steve Baker MP for, I think, Wickham. Scumbag! And a liar. He's a liar. He was on another radio station this morning, right? He's a liar. And the reporter said they need 48 or 49,
Yeah,
48 letters to this committee of no confidence so that they can then have a vote against Theresa May. And Steve Baker's part of this posse, his gang of bellends. Imagine being in a gang that also has Ian Duncan Smith and Jacob Rees-Mogg as the ringleaders. Those two are the ones in charge that everyone's looking up to. IDS and JRM. And Steve Baker's there licking their shoes clean. So the reporter on this other station said, so, Steve, there was a meeting this morning, right? There were 14 people there. So the reporter said, right, you've only got 14 people here. Does that mean you're not close to getting the 48 letters that are required? And Ian Duncan Smith, I think, called the reporter dumb. Don't be so dumb. And Steve Baker said, no. We've got almost 80 letters. So we're well over the threshold. Then 2 hours later, right? So he says this on a big radio station. We've got almost 80 letters, so we're well over the 48 threshold. So then he issues a statement a couple of hours later saying we've nearly got something like I've got over 20 letters now, and I know more are coming, so we're getting close to 48. So he lied. He lied. He's a liar. He's a scumbag. He puts his interests and the interests of his cronies and mates before those of his constituents. And we can say that as a fact. The reason I hate Steve Baker so much is when me and Katherine were doing a local radio show, there was this school that I now know exactly where it is because I drive past it. It's near Beaconsfield, around that way. A school called Penn School that was a really nice, really good school for children with very, very severe learning difficulties. They could be completely deaf. They could have very severe autism. So it was small classes, and it was really good. And it had a few bad Ofcoms.
Not Ofcoms.
What?
Not Ofcoms. Ofcoms is for us.
What? Oh, not Ofcoms. The Ofgems. No, Ofwats. No. Off with his heads. No, Ofsted.
Ofsted, right? But the reason was they're being judged on the same basis that every school is judged. So, for example, one of the negative comments was that one kid didn't do anything but sat still and quiet all the way through it.
Yeah.
And they said, well, the thing is, these are children for whom getting them to sit still and quiet for the entire lesson is a massive achievement.
Yeah.
These are children with extremely complicated problems, a lot of it related to autism, as you said. And so... all the teachers were saying, but you're not judging us, fairly.
This school was going down the pan when they were being judged on unfair criteria, and there was some, people were suggesting that maybe the trust that it was charitable, the trust was allowing it to be run into the school so that the school could get sold off and it could be turned into apartments, and of course everyone at the trust denied that, and since then it's been sold off and it's been turned into apartments. I couldn't possibly comment.
Because the school was offered help by various... Was it Waitrose had offered them?
Loads of people. And the trust went, no, we're okay, we've got this sorted. And then a few years later it got sold off for property and everyone made loads of money. Anyway, don't know. But Steve Baker, the MP, managed to get him on the radio show. It turns out he knew that the school was going to be closed down. Bearing in mind, if the school was going to be closed down, the parents have got a really tough job to then find a school that is not a, your mainstream state school. It has to be a school that has very specific specialist skills and, in some cases, equipment. And so the parents didn't find out until quite late in the process it was going to be closed down, so they didn't have much time to find other schools. But Steve Baker, I don't remember the exact length of time, but he knew months before the parents did. He was told by the headmistress, I think it was a headmistress, I want to say, I'm not totally sure. Anyway, he was told by the person in charge of the school, a private do, and we had to really prod him to get this out of him because he wouldn't admit, and then he kind of admitted, I knew months before the parents. And we said, well, why did you not think of maybe telling the parents and giving them some heads up?
When the parents are coming to you for help?
Yeah. And he had no answer because it was all his mates. They're all in it together. He is a slimy, self-serving worm. And I really hope... Catherine, you come in with the legals in a minute.
I was going to say, we don't know, but it was a very, very odd position.
What we do know... Hang on. What we do know is he knew months in advance before the parents, and the parents had been reaching out to him, and he did not tell them. He did not tell them, and he did not have a good enough answer as to why he didn't tell them.
And he wriggled and tried to avoid us and had a right cob on when he finally did.
When he came on, he turned it into an attack on the BBC.
Yeah, he did.
Had nothing to do with it.
It was a very, very odd position that he took.
So I am really hoping that the one... I don't care if we go off the edge of a cliff now. I don't care. As long as everyone knows what an a-hole Steve Baker, the MP for Wickham, actually is. And I think they're starting to find out he's a sleazeball. He's a worm. Still a great episode of Brexit today, though. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Amber Rudd's back. Rudd's back! Rudd is back! Rudd is back! Forget the fact that she lied. Oh, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She was mistaken about the figures for the Windrush people and all of that stuff. And forget the accusations that she might be, but some people said, well, the whole Windrush thing was kind of a little bit racist. Forget the fact that it was Theresa May who was really responsible for it. Forget the fact that Amber Rudd kind of, fudged all the numbers and stuff. She's back.
It's almost as if...
Great surprise.
I don't know. Nobody wants to assume any position of power within that cabinet.
And then Michael Gove is my favourite, because Michael Gove is such a smug git. There's a brilliant picture of the cabinet meeting, right? And Michael Gove's just like there going, I can't believe I'm still here. His tongue could not be further up Theresa May's butthole if he tried, and he's been trying really hard to get it up there. The fact that last night and this morning he's walking around with a bulge on because he suddenly for like 5 hours he was the kingmaker. He's the daddy. Yeah. If I quit, she's screwed. If I quit as Environment Secretary, she's screwed. Or if I stay, then not really much changes. So he stayed. Just yanking us around by the chain as he's going, well, am I going to stay? Am I going to go? Am I going to... He's enjoying the attention. He's a slimy little worm. And then I'm never that keen. So it was the same with Lost. I'm never that keen when they introduce new characters this late into the run. You kind of think, well, if they were significant, they would have been there in season 1, maybe season 2. We're on season 4 now. Who is this actor playing the new Brexit minister? I've never even heard of this guy. Like, he's not. You've not even seen him in the background of any of the scenes. They've just got this guy in. I don't even know the character's name. I don't even know the character's name.
It's the former junior health minister, Stephen Barclay.
That's not a real person. That's not a real job. None of these people are real. I'm having the time of my life watching this. The absolute time of my life. There was a brilliant clip, and I heard it go out live, right, on James O'Brien's show. Did you hear the clip?
No.
Oh, Limmy's been retweeting it and wetting himself. It's a brilliant clip. Indulge me. It's funny, man. It's funny. Indulge me. I'm going to play a bit of James O'Brien's show. Well, of course, you should be, and as I do, listen to Mike Graham weekday mornings, 10 till 1. Is that when he's on? 10, 11, 12, 10? That's 3 hours, isn't it? Yes. But I did hear this. I like to flick around when I'm at home, and flick around radio stations as well. Here we go. Listen to this. Right. So this is a guy phoning up James O'Brien who voted Leave. Right. This is absolutely brilliant. You're going to love this.
Actually, James, I owe you an apology, my dear fellow.
Listen to this.
I was wrong.
Go on.
I was wrong.
Limmy's been wetting himself over this.
I was wrong, and I think you're absolutely right. I think that, I'm an old-fashioned git, really, I suppose.
We've spoken before.
Listen.
Yeah, we've spoken before.
This is unbelievable.
And do you know what?
Here it comes.
You are right. I was wrong. For some reason,
Go on.
I thought we were better off, and clearly I was wrong.
Well, don't beat yourself up, mate. Listen to all the people that told you we would be. I've spent the whole morning telling them they've been whispering in your ear, not just for 2.5 years, for 30 years.
I was wrong. I am so sorry.
Oh, Bill, mate, come on.
Real, is it?
Yes. What have I done to my country?
No.
So sorry.
Oh, Bill, mate, come on.
What have I done to my country? So sorry.
Bill.
He's crying. I'm so sorry. What have I done to my country? Limmy has been retweeting that, and just every now and then posts, what have I done to my country? You voted for it, you morons! It was never going to work! It was never going to work! Like I say, I don't really have a horse in the race, or a dog in the race. I voted Remain, I say that. I'd prefer it if we remain, but I'm not bothered at all. I'm not a Ramona. I don't know what that means. I'm not. I don't really care. I'm just enjoying that. It's like watching. It's like sitting. There's a brilliant film, a short film. I think it's French, black and white. I remember it was like a B movie to a French film. I can't remember who did it, and it's great. And it's just this guy sat outside a French cafe. Have you seen this? It's a great film. He sat outside a French cafe with a glass of beer. It's a long, old, empty street. And he looks to the left, and he sees a blind man with a cane walking on the pavement. He looks to the right, sees another blind man with a cane walking along the pavement, and he doesn't do anything. And he just sits there, picks up his glass and watches. And it takes ages, and of course they smash into each other. This is what Brexit is. Brexit is that French film. I'm that guy sat outside the cafe with a beer, and I'm flipping loving it. I'm loving it. This is the best politics has ever been. What a time to be alive. So I dedicate piggies to all of those people who have got their snouts in the trough. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the late night alternative. You can call in about anything. We got Susan, we got Michael, we got Alan Caddick. Let's see if he's learnt the rules. Or will he go off online and slag us off again and accuse him of bullying? This is the late night alternative. Iain Lee, Katherine Boyle, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
It's a show where you can call in about anything. There's not a lot in the papers today. I've got a few bits. There's a grave robber. There's a bum model. Oh, you heard about kilograms?
Yes.
But the kilogram... Well, all right, we'll get to the kilogram thing in a minute, because I was amazed to know that there is a kilogram in a safe somewhere that, up until today, was what all kilograms are based on.
Yeah, like the mother of all kilograms.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Well, to talk about that in a minute, I thought that was incredible. I suspect we're going to get a few little cheeky boys tonight.
Okay.
So, just, listen, everyone is welcome to phone in. If you want to prank us, may God bless you, I welcome it. Let me just say, this show operates on, and I'll come to you, Jimmy and Michael, in a minute. This show operates on a 7-second delay. So, if you phone up and you say anything libelous or that's too sweary, the only people that hear it are me and Kath. I hit the dump button and it doesn't get broadcast. So just want to think about that. If you're just going to phone up and go, oh, F off, it's only the two of us that hear it. And trust me, I've heard a lot worse from that lady sat to my right. So that ain't gonna. I've heard a lot worse from my kids recently.
Oh my goodness, I could swear your ears off.
So, just prank calls welcome. Just give it a little bit of thought. With that in mind, let's go to Jimmy. Good evening, Jimmy.
Evening. How's it going, my friend?
I don't think we're friends, are we?
We might be. We used to know each other back in the old live TV days.
Did we?
10 o'clock and 12 o'clock every night. The nation used to settle down to the favourite sports show. You must remember.
Topless Darts.
Welcome to Topless Darts with me, your host, Jimmy Frinton.
Were you the voice
I better give you a call, my friend.
Hang on a minute. Were you the voice of Topless Darts?
Correct.
Sweet Lord! I hope that you're still commentating on Topless Darts in your front room in slightly less steadier circumstances than live TV.
I've got. This is the main reason for calling.
Yeah.
Ian, I need your help. Well, we together.
I'm not going topless for you.
Well, hold on. Don't say no just yet.
Okay.
I need to pitch some TV ideas to you. As you know, TV's gone downhill since those days,
hasn't it?
And you and I need to help rescue it. And with your help, we can do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in. Catherine, I'm in. I may be saying goodbye to the radio career in a few minutes.
You won't be.
I've got,
Jimmy knows what he's talking about.
21st century Topless Darts. So we get rid of the old girl-on-girl action, and now we just represent all known genders.
Okay.
We just ask people to turn up in their pants and play darts.
Well, no, hang on a second. Pants isn't part of the story. Trousers and shorts and skirts are... Hey, do you remember they did a Topless Darts? And, well, you will remember it, and it was... Princess Diana lookalike.
Correct, I did that one. I remember it well.
Versus a Sarah Ferguson lookalike.
Correct, in a garden somewhere, in some posh garden.
Yeah. Those were the days.
We did the whole lot. We did it in space. We did it down on the farm. We did it on ice. Those were the days, my friend.
I didn't see... here's the thing, because for those of them, Live TV was a TV station that was on, I guess, 20 years ago. And I popped up from time to time because they paid you 25 quid and they gave you a cab and there was free booze.
You were lucky,
yeah, exactly. If you're lucky, if Andy Parapeapot, whatever his name was, liked you, the producer liked you, you got 25 quid and you got a cab and you got free booze.
Right.
And it was a thing called Stand Up Live, and I've got them all of them on VHS video cassette in my garage.
Fantastic. Well, I'll be in there. But so maybe if you've got time, I could just pitch a few TV ideas.
Give us go then. Okay, go on.
What you think?
Yes, go on.
But you see if you can guess the name as well. So we've got some blindfolded contestants. They've got to put the hand in a box and they're slowly stroking and caressing what's inside. It could be a cucumber. It could be the boyfriend. It could be a slippy snake. And a snake-like fish. And they earn points by guessing what it is.
Okay. Put your hand in my box and stroke.
It's called Eel or No Eel. That's the worst one.
Oh, jeez, God. You can see why this guy's out of work.
The stakes are high in this cookery competition with a deadly twist.
Okay.
That's because the losers have just eaten their last supper. This one's better. This one's going to work.
I like this.
The stakes are high in this cookery competition with a deadly twist.
Yes.
It's Come Die With Me.
Come Die With Me. My friend, a drug dealer, had a great idea for a TV show called Hostage. And basically, it was all these people who would have applied to have gone on a reality TV show over like a period of a year, but had sort of forgotten about it. Somehow you get it, so they're all on a flight together, right, to Spain or something. And then the flight gets hijacked, right? So it's all actors and there's all cameras on. The flight gets hijacked, okay, and one by one they get taken out and shot. Right.
Got it.
Except they don't. What they don't realise is that people are at home watching who they want voted off the plane. And so the people get voted off. So say Kath gets voted off. I go, right, you get out! And I chuck you out and there'll be a gunshot. And everyone on the plane thinks, oh my God, she's been killed. But you walk out and there's like a studio audience. And you're like, what the
I got it. I got it.
Yeah? You up for it?
Nope.
No,
I like it.
Hostage.
I've got
drug dealer came on that. Yes, go on, Jimmy.
I've been trying to pitch these ideas to ITV. They're not interested.
No,
so I might try ITV +1 next.
Yes, give that a go, Jimmy. I think that's the way forward. What are you doing now then, apart from wasting time, which we're all doing, really?
Yeah, definitely wasting time. No, I thought I've been listening to your show for quite a while and been enjoying the stuff, and I thought I'd better ring in and say hi because I knew you'd be missing Jimmy Frinton, and yeah.
I like this guy.
It's not Jimmy Frinton.
What?
It's not Jimmy
This
Frinton.
is Jimmy Frinton.
Really?
It is Jimmy Frinton. Listen.
Tell us something only Jimmy Frinton would know. Because someone tweeted me about 3 days ago saying, I've got some great ideas. And it was someone who was like a character comedian.
Well, let me explain why that is. That's because my alter ego, Kath, you've caught me out, because I'm also doing character comedy as Ian Crawford, cutlery safety guy.
Yes.
Think once, think twice, think fork, spoon and knife. So if you want to know about safety...
I like this guy! I like this guy!
This is it. This is Jimmy Frinton. So I'm doing comedy, I'm doing writing, bit of freelance, you name it. I'm up at the Edinburgh Festival every year selling my soul and just trying to earn a crust, to be honest. But
I'm good, Jimmy. It's been a pleasure. You give us a call anytime you want. May God bless you. Those ideas were terrible, but it made me laugh. I like that guy. A bit of my history. Connecting with my history. We all need to connect with my history. My history. My history.
Before my time, mate.
Good evening, Michael.
Hello.
Hello, Michael.
Hello. I just rang up because
you're lonely.
I'm a new listener. Well, not a new. I've been listening to your show for a year now, but I just felt like I should call in this evening.
What spirit entered you and caused you to pick up the telephone and dial our telephone number? What was it? What was it, Michael?
On an honest note, like it was. Really, just because I've been quite sad recently, and
mate,
I think that kind of, it just kind of, I don't know. It's maybe just sparked something tonight, you know.
What is there any reason for your sadness, or is it just like a grey blanket has covered you?
There's a few reasons to do with like my family and stuff, but I don't know. I think that just sort of made me want to call in. I don't know. I just
would a tickle,
I've thought about it many times.
Would a tickle help? If I tickled you, would that help? I don't know if that's appropriate.
Well,
I'm a good tickler. You see, I'm a very good tickler.
Very good, professional.
I'm almost a very keen amateur enthusiast at tickling. Here's the thing, Michael. This is my trick, right? I don't go for the underarm. I don't go for the underarms. No. I go for the waist about 2 inches above your belt, and I go for behind the knees. Go for behind the knees. That gets you every time, doesn't it?
No, it probably does.
It does. So I don't know. Would that help even for a brief second, or do you think that would be inappropriate? And I'm happy to take your feelings on board here, young man.
I don't know. I really don't know.
We could try it.
Oh, well, okay, we'll try it then.
Should we try it? You ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Ticky, 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 ticky. Idiot.
Ticky, 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 ticky. Here comes the tickle monster. Ticky, 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 ticky. It's working. Ticky, 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 ticky.
Yeah.
Ticky, 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 ticky. Is that helping, Michael?
Yeah, I think it brought a smile on my face. Yeah.
You see?
Never fails the old tickle monster. Never fails the old tickle monster.
Tickle monster. Is that helping, Michael?
Yeah, I think it brought a smile on my face. Yeah.
You see?
I've got a smile on my face.
Is that helping, Michael?
Yeah,
I've got a smile on my face.
I could literally do that all night. All night I could do that.
Do it again. Let's do it freestyle.
Okay.
No, just you and us. You and me.
Tickle, 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 tickle. Is that helping, Michael?
Yeah, I've got a smile on my face.
All right, we'll make her do a dark version now.
You see? Never.
Tickle, 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 tickle. Is that helping, Michael?
Yeah, I've got a smile on my face.
Never fails the old tickle
monster. Is that helping, Michael?
Yeah, I've got a smile on my face.
It's infinite. That is what hell sounds like, guys. This could be like that episode of Sapphire and Steel where we're in the cafe and we look out and we're spinning through space. I don't even want to look out the window. Susan, we'll come to you next, unless you're dead. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yes, man. Let's go to Susan. Good evening, Susan.
Good evening, Iain. Good evening, Katherine.
What did you make of the super deluxe version of the Beatles double album, The Beatles?
Oh.
Did you enjoy it?
It was a long time since I've heard it, but I personally feel that they were one of the best. I feel that they were some of the best musicians we've ever had.
Well,
their music
you're
was
wrong.
Incredible.
You're wrong. They were lousy musicians.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're lousy musicians.
Well, how come their music sold millions and millions of albums and still does?
Well, I don't...
No, I disagree.
No, I disagree. Well, you're wrong. First of all, it doesn't sell millions of albums now. It was years ago. Get that right.
Used to, yeah.
You said now.
Well, it still does.
No, it doesn't sell millions now. It doesn't sell millions.
Then.
Yeah, you said now. You said then and now, and it doesn't now. So I proved you to be a liar.
Oh, stop picking, Iain. Shut up. Now, I'm going to... Do you want to know what I'm going to talk to you about?
But they were lousy musicians.
No. What do you mean they were lousy? They were fantastic. Have you listened to it? Their music was wonderful.
I've heard their music. I've heard their music. I've heard Paul McCartney, but they were lousy musicians.
Oh, well, that's your personal opinion.
No, it's a fact. It's not an opinion, it's a fact.
But proven by who?
Proven by anyone who knows about music, who's actually listened to their records, which I have done, and you obviously do not know about music, and you've not listened with a musician's ear.
One person out of the whole planet.
No, not just me.
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid, Iain.
No, not just me.
Who else then? Come on, quote me some people who say they're rubbish.
Loads of people. Here we go.
Like who?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Pete Townsend from The Who talking about the Beatles. Have a listen to this. Shut up and listen. Shut up.
The pop music in this country was very watery and weak and not really worth talking about. People like Cliff Richard, people like this. And fashion was the first thing, and just aggression from people.
Hang on, there we go. We're going to go here. Here we go. This is it. This bit here. Listen.
Think your group of quality.
Shut up.
Why don't you try and give it some?
Because we don't particularly want it to give it quality. We've tried and it's failed so miserably. We're not.
But failed in what way? You mean because he doesn't make the chart?
Quality doesn't come in. It doesn't come into what we're doing at all. Our group, as I said, it's not that sort of group. It's not got anything to do with quality. We're more interested in production and keeping moving. And I think quality leads to a sort of statism, really.
But what do you mean by that?
Well, it means that if you don't,
it'll be worth it when I prove you wrong.
No, really, this is the truth.
Here we go. Here we go.
How long do you think audiences are going to go on accepting this music that hasn't got any quality? Don't you think that people are going to suddenly...
It's got quality.
Be quiet, Susan.
What's got quality in anything?
Here we go. Listen. Here we go.
It's just a sort of a matter of standards, and I mean, standards are exploited in thousands of books. You can if you go after sort of standards, you can find them anywhere. But there's. In the pop business, we're lucky in that there are no standards,
But wouldn't you say the Beatles and
people
like that had a certain musical quality?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I actually, this afternoon, John and I were listening to a stereo LP of the Beatles, in which the voices come out of one side and the backing track comes out of the other. And when you actually hear the backing tracks of the Beatles without their voices, they're flipping loud.
Oh! Pete Townsend of The Who says the Beatles as musicians are flipping lousy. Susan,
I don't care what Pete Townsend said.
You sounded excited when I flagged him up.
No, actually, I'll tell you something else. I love The Who.
Yeah, exactly. And he just said that the Beatles are lousy musicians, and he's right.
I don't care what he thinks.
I know what you care about. I know what you care about and what you want. I know what you want.
Yeah, well, listen.
Let me tell you. No, you listen to me. I'm going to tell you what you want, and you're going to get it.
What?
You ready?
Yeah.
Sam, join in, Sam. Quick, me and Sam. And again.
Is she ticklish?
Listen, let me tell you a story about tickling very quickly. When I was 18 and a half, I had my first boyfriend, and he used to chuck me around and tickle me, and he did it. I used to scream because he did it so hard under my armpit, and I threw my head back on one occasion and smashed my head over.
You can't blame that on me or Sam. We're doing a nice tickle.
No, but I can blame it on him, and he stopped then because it was so hard under the arms. He did it hard.
Susan, where do you like it gently?
I don't like it, Don. He's put me off after that. It was a bad experience.
Let me and Sam tickle you back to laughter.
What do you mean, Sam?
I mean Sam!
I thought we were talking to Katherine.
No, there's Sam as well.
Katherine is a myth. Katherine doesn't. Katherine died 10 years ago this very day.
I'm actually a mythith.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, that's lovely to talk to you. I want to talk to Iain about an issue.
Ticky.
No, this is serious.
Sam, you get one. I'll get the other. You ready?
I'm going to... Oh, goodness sake. I want to test my psychic powers on you, Iain. Oh, for goodness sake.
She's not ticklish. Will you give it up?
Sorry. All right. Well, I'll pour myself...
Right.
I'll pour myself a cup of coffee from my flask.
We can do the tickling later. Let me talk to you about my psychic powers.
Okay. What number am I thinking of? 69.
No,
nope.
Regarding you. I can tell you what your ideal lady will look like and be like.
Don't look like Sherry Lungi or Kate Bush.
No,
neither do you, so that's all right.
Why I'm not. Exactly, that's why I'm not your ideal lady, but I'll tell you who is.
When are you going to send us the
what
pictures?
What she looks like. Oh, we'll just do that when I get round to it. Right.
Okay.
Now, the lady you would like... Now, don't interrupt. Let me get to the end of it, and then you can interrupt, okay? Right. Your ideal lady...
Oh, God, here we go.
...will be roughly... You said we could talk about anything. I'm not talking about Brexit. I can't stand it anymore. Right.
Please just get to the point before we all die. Before Brexit.
Well, just listen to me. I'll
get to it then!
Right. In height, she will be roughly 5'8". She'll be tall, slim, good legs.
Well, 5'8" isn't tall.
Hair.
5'8" is tall. I don't like blondes.
Hang on.
Don't like blondes.
You said...
I haven't been out with a blonde for 28 years.
Oh, come on. Your wife must have been blonde. Your beautiful wife was blonde, wasn't she?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, right. Okay, so
racist?
I've got one thing
you
wrong.
Absolute racist.
No, I'm not racist at all. And she's got to have... she's got to be blonde with green eyes, nice eyes, right. And she's got to have an attractive face, nice teeth, nice smile. She's got to be a graduate. She's got to be quirky.
I want a bimbo. I want a redheaded 22-year-old bimbo.
You don't want a redhead at all. You don't want a bimbo because you'll get bored. You want a graduate. She's got to be bright, probably in media studies.
Do you know anybody?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute, because you've got to listen to me.
I don't want to listen to you because you're insane.
I'm not as insane as you.
Go and have sex with that man. You go on. You're driving me nuts.
Stop it.
You're pining for a shining.
Stop it.
She's got to be like you. She's got to be outgoing. She's got to be talkative. She's got to be quirky. She's got to be clever.
That are wrong.
Okay? She's got to be probably in media studies or journalism. Okay?
Okay, great, fine. Do you know anyone?
She's got to have long legs.
I'm not a legs man.
Blonde.
No, I'm not blonde. You're wrong on every count.
No.
Where are you getting this informaziano from?
From my psychic powers.
Well, your psychic powers suck. They're suckic powers.
Well, what colour hair's yours? Mousy. You're mousy, aren't you?
What? I'm salt and vinegar. What do they call it?
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Like the rap stars.
What colour are your eyes? Green?
Well, you'd know if you were psychic.
I'd say
or you Googled me.
I can't do Google. I haven't got a computer. I'd say you're very pale.
Yeah.
And I'd say, and that's.
I'm black.
We need to get you.
I'm black.
Lovely. And we need to get you on the dating market. We need to get you.
Datingmarket.com. Takes in market.
We need to, Kathy. We need to find
Kathy?
this boy a gentleman.
I'm sorry. What? You got what? That turned quickly. So it's a fella I'm after now. Thanks very much for your call. Anyone have a clue what just happened there? I think the tickling fried her brain. You went in a little bit too hard on the tickling there, Sam.
You hit a reset button.
Surprised you didn't start speaking Spanish. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Michael. Good evening, Michael.
Evening, Ian. Is tonight's show from a mental hospital?
Yes, it is. But here's the thing. Katherine and I are in the control room. Everybody who's phoning in is phoning in from the ward. They just don't realise it yet. That'd be a great idea for a film, actually.
Instead of doing tickling, why don't you get them to do the dance of the flies?
I don't know the dance of the flies.
What they do is lie down on the floor, waggle their arms and waggle their legs like a dead fly that's just been swatted, and he's on the floor doing the dance of the flies.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Well, why don't you start and then everyone else can join in?
No, I know how to do it. It's up to...
Yeah, you've got to show us.
From your command. How can I show you? I'm on the telephone. I'm not on the...
Well, we believe you.
Do you?
Yeah, go on, show us.
Do it.
If I got on the floor dangling my hands and legs, I'd be calling a bloody ambulance to come out and pick me up.
Don't worry, you're being monitored by the interns.
By the interns.
The orderlies. The disorderly orderlies.
I'm not in the nutter.
Oh, your terminology is so...
I'm enjoying the show. I just don't believe some of these people...
I was enjoying the show until about 3 minutes ago, and then it took a nosedive. Ticky, 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 ticky!
Don't affect me, mate.
Yeah, excuse me, miserable git. Let's go to Vinny. Good evening, Vinny.
Good evening. How are you?
None of your beeswax. Do bees make wax?
Why are you in my control room? I was in the control room and you took over
You thought you were in the control room, and that's your delusion.
Yes. Well, now you're in my control room. Can I have my control room back?
Vinny, what makes you think it's your control room, Vinny?
It's my control room. It was my control room. And I was there.
Tell me about
and
it.
all of a sudden you took my control room. And now I'm in my corner.
Why do you feel...
Looking at my pillows.
Why do you...
against the wall.
Why do you feel that you need a control room, Vinny?
Because it's my control room.
Do you not think you'd feel better with letting go of the control?
But I need my control room.
Well, unfortunately, the control room isn't for you, Vinny. The room you're in now with that nice soft bed, that's your room, and why don't you make the most of it? The tranquilizers should be working soon.
But it's nice and fluffy. It's nice.
I don't care about... Let go of your penis, Vinny.
But it's nice and...
Leave your fluffy penis and leave Mr. Fluffy alone.
Nice and fluffy.
Leave Mr. Fluffy alone, Vinny. You know what happened last time?
Control room back. Can you get my control room?
Thank you very much for your call, Vinny. Time for 99.
Thank you for Fluffy.
Okay, there we go. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with, man. This is the weirdest show I think we've ever done. And we've done some weird shows, Katherine. An hour of radio. It does feel very psychedelic tonight. Okay, we'll have a little breather. If you want to give us a call, the switchboard is now empty. 03. Remember when me and Sam...
I'm going to have to readjust Vinny's meds.
Remember when me and Sam started tickling a horn pot? Do you remember that? 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Switchboard is empty, so we can kind of reset the clock. That was fun. I enjoyed that. A lot to talk about. Kilograms, a bum model. The fact that the phrase bum model even exists. That's kind of... The story isn't really about that, but that's what I wanted to talk about. There's a grave robber. There's a new sex machine.
Oh.
Yeah, and Christmas is coming, and so might you be, if you can get your hands on one. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle, only on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Remember me, Martha, my love.
Don't forget me, Martha, my dear. It's my favourite. Is there any? No, it's my favourite Beatles song. That's it. Version I've never heard before. It's from the new, the super deluxe version of the Beatles by the Beatles. Their double album. And I've not heard it. I didn't listen to it last. I'm a bit scared to dive in. I tell you what I finally dived into, which I've had for a while. I've had for a couple of weeks. Is the Bob Dylan box set, More Blood, More Tracks. And it's a 5 or 6 disc version of Blood on the Tracks, which is a great Dylan album, like early 70s album. And this is everything from it. Man alive. Sorry?
Listen to you digging Dylan. Remember when you didn't understand Dylan?
Mate, I wonder if I've got my... I'll play you one of the versions. I've put it all onto my iPod. I didn't get Dylan. Actually, I brought my song lyrics with me, actually.
Speaking of Dylan.
But I was listening to some of it and thinking, actually, I'm a little bit better than that. Should we go?
Let's go back in.
Let's just go back in. This is the folder of song lyrics I wrote between the age of 15 and 22, right? It's in here. Gold. And I was listening to Bob Dylan today and I thought, yeah, he's kind of okay. Great guitar player. Really good guitar player. Great harmonica player.
Excellent swagger.
Great swagger. But there's something lacking with Dylan's lyrics that I think these fill the gap. So 0344 499 1000, and I'm going to just pick a song at random. Okay. The song's called April. This is by me as a young man. It starts off, the first line repeats itself twice, because I guess it's got no chords on this. Got no chords. Again, if I'm saying these lyrics, I'm saying this lyric. If anyone wants to use it and put it in a song, you have my full permission. You sell it, we get 50% each. But this is great. So this could be a ballad or it could be a dance track. The lyric is so diverse. Please don't read underneath. Okay, so this song's called April. I was probably about 18 when I wrote this. And the first line is, the first one doesn't mean a thing. And then that repeats, the first one doesn't mean a thing. 12 strings and tambourines means nothing. But I still get a thrill when you call out my name in song. Wait for the applause to die and the ovation to stand. Clever. Sweep your hair back with your hand. Turn and talk to another, smaller man.
Oh, because you're tall. Is that right?
Misery loves company, standing horizontally. Ooh. That's actually quite good. And you're thinking, I want to laugh, but I can't, because this is actually good. He's upped his game.
I'm worried about young Iain.
If you're alone, this may be a different song, because it's different handwriting. If you're alone and you want a friend to talk to, and if you're feeling low, you know I'll be there for you. But you gotta, and I've written gotta.
Because you're a cool guy.
Understand, I'm an ordinary man. So please, this takes a turn. So please, give me a break from your crying.
Wow. I thought, he's sensitive. He's just an ordinary man. Oh, actually, he's been in...
Okay. I feel pain. I get wet in the rain. No, okay. So you laugh at that, right? Right. I'm gonna because actually Bob. Right, hang on, Bob Dylan.
The Vandal stole the handles.
More blood, more tracks. Right. Let's just find out. I want to play you a song. Okay. I want to play you a song here. And you're going to go, oh, yeah, actually, Iain, that's wicked.
Well, don't preempt that. I probably won't.
No, you will. But Dylan did it. And I did it. I think it's this. Bob Dylan's Simple Twist of Fate. Here we go, listen to this. All right. Here we go. So you're laughing at my lyric about, I feel pain, I get wet in the rain. Well, then listen to what Bob Dylan did. My lyrics would fit over this. Here we go. I feel pain. I get wet in the rain. It fits.
It does fit.
you're alone and want to find a friend to talk to.
They sat together in the park as the evening sky grew dark. She looked at him and he felt a spark.
See, he's doing the same thing as me rhyming.
Tingle to his bone.
He's doing the same thing as me rhyming, just rhyming.
'Twas then he felt alone.
Bone alone.
And wished that he'd gone straight.
He's doing the same thing, and you're not laughing at him.
He's doing it slightly better than you.
I feel pain, I get wet in the rain, and if I'm hit, I'm liable to fall.
Liable? You're liable to fall.
Liable, that's a word, isn't it? Liable.
It is, but it's just not a very rock and roll word.
Because I'm
liable to fall.
I don't fall into the rock and roll genre. I'm genreless. I'm not turning you away. I'm just trying to say I'm a man. That's all.
That's all! Oh, my God. Oh, dearie me. Go on.
This is beautiful. You can't, as a woman, you cannot not this. I think this is a different
Don't
song.
challenge me.
No, I don't think you could. As a woman, you couldn't, because this is me communicating with women, with woman.
Woman?
With woman. She was my best friend, and I never knew it. Until one day she came and softly she called my name. Iain. Healed my pain. Okay? And saved me. For I've been running alone for so long. But just like the song, she held me to her breast.
What song? What song's that?
And knew what was best. I guessed 3 rhymes! You're expecting 2! 3 rhymes!
You don't get extra points.
If words keep flowing like the tears I cry, maybe I could write a book. But my vocabulary is limited to 1,000,000 sobs. As the pain for pleasure I mistook. I call aloud your name, but the room looks just the same. Come on. It's empty and bare.
Because you are not there.
I must face it, you're not there.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Oh, baby, I call your name. How can you can't knock that. You can't knock that. That's poetry.
Are there any happy songs?
Yeah, there are a few, actually, yeah.
Come on, let's have a happy one.
Okay, let's find...
It's with the upbeats, because there's a lot of mournfulness there. But not that it did Adele any harm.
Oh, exactly. There's no
but there's a lot of calling names.
There's a silk cut packet there. I would just write on whatever I could find, and this is a silk cut packet. You're not reading this.
It says it's a 10 by 20 special packet.
Yeah. This is... these are just ideas. There's not
Let's hear 'em.
No, it's just ideas. It's just...
Let's hear them.
No, I don't have to... You can't make me. Here we go. I know this is about when my girlfriend went to Australia for 6 months and was shagging around, it turns out. I didn't know at the time that she was shagging around. But I didn't know that. So this is written from someone who's missing someone, doesn't know that they're shagging around.
All of them are someone missing someone.
Yeah. I'm feeling sad that you have gone. You went to your terminal 5 minutes ago. And already my hand is feeling cold without something warm and sweet to hold. 6 months is a long time in 2 people's lives.
Sure, you warmed your hand up with something.
Okay. I was 17. I'm just going to ignore the innuendo. Yeah, I know. I got it. You've done the masturbation thing. I got it. I got you were talking about warming up on my penis, creating friction. I got that. You didn't need to mime it. I was 17 when I wrote this. And I think it actually offers a lot of insight into... This is nearly 30 years ago. 6 months is a long time in 2 people's lives. But I'll be true while you're away. She was actually shagging around, smoking a lot of weed.
You mentioned it.
She was smoking a lot of weed in Australia and shagging around a lot. And then denied it when she came back. And then when we split up, I said, by the way, were you shagging around in Australia? She went, yeah, of course I was. I mean, 6 months is a long time.
Anyway, you're cool with it. You're cool with it now.
But I'll be true while you're away, even though you won't. But I'm being true when I say, hey, babe.
You say what? Hey, babe?
I'm being true when I say, hey, babe. I'm dreading reading the next bit to you. Because I'm expecting another innuendo from you, even though it's about... all right, I'm just going to do it.
Tell you what, you tell hey, babe.
But I'm being true when I say, hey, babe, it's getting harder... I don't know if it's worth carrying on.
Is that the lyric?
With every day.
Whoa! Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. Verse 2?
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't know what's so funny.
Oh, God.
Because I'm seeing all these girls around. It's bringing me down that I'm without you. I'm walking through London town. With a frown.
Oh, dear. Well, your pants are down.
And feeling blue.
Feeling blue, yeah. Bet you were.
You know, I'd never cheat because you mean too much to me. She was cheating. I never mentioned it. She was cheating a lot. Like, literally, I think on the plane she had it off. The second she landed, it just constantly. But I wrote this. You know I'd never cheat because you mean too much to me.
To meet me.
Oh, then I've just unveiled a little dark side and a spiritual side. But sometimes Gemini Kid gets up and takes control of the whole scene.
Oh, so you be careful.
That's the end of that song.
Watch out.
You watch out. You watch out. That's the end of that song.
Gemini Kid. Been hacked, Gemini Kid.
If you're not going to take this... I've got a whole folder of these. I've got about 200.
I can't wait to hear them. Hey, babe. Oh, dear. Go on, Gemini Kid.
I think I might bring my guitar in on Monday. Because some of them have got chords.
I'll bring a maraca. Just one.
This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
A lot of support. If there are any musicians out there, ideally famous ones that have had hits, or people that were famous back in the day, or just young, talented people, I mean, definitely have talent, that want to collaborate, I can send you those lyrics. I can send you the lyrics, because it's multiple songs, and you can work with them. I'm happy for you to do that, and let's see where we get to.
Let's jam.
Piss off. Seriously, piss off. Ignore. Sorry, that was uncalled for. Ignore. I don't actually want to meet up with you, but I'm happy to send you the lyric, and you can maybe. I really like the idea of like a nice, Beverly Knight singing one of those songs, like a sexy soul. Oh yeah. Doing the thing with that hand. I'd like, if Beverly Knight is listening, maybe we could tweet. Can we get Beverly Knight on the show and present her with some of the words I've written? I'd really like that. Beverly Knight would be good. So yeah, anyway, they're there.
Too bad Nick Knowles ain't free anymore.
Good evening, Russ.
Hello.
Hello, Russ.
Yeah, the White Album. How many tracks?
Sorry, which album's that?
Yeah, the Double White.
Don't know that one. Who's that by?
It's called The Beatles. Many people call it the White Album. It shouldn't be called that, really. It's just The Beatles, yeah?
Oh, you mean The Beatles, the double album that they released in 1968? Yeah, I know that. No, I've not heard. Don't know this. What did you call it? The what? The White Album?
Which has just been re-released with the Isha sessions.
The Beatles double album, by the Beatles. Yes, now I know what you're talking about. Yes, six disc box set.
Well, unfortunately, I can't afford to buy that.
Oh, I can.
But,
I sold a kidney. I sold a kidney.
You can.
That's why I did The Jungle last year, because I knew this was coming out.
But my point is,
I'll tape it for you.
Tracks, how many?
Send me some C90s and I'll tape it for you. I'll send it out to you.
Thank you very much, Iain.
My pleasure.
And you'll send it to me willingly, yeah?
Oh, I will send it with pleasure. I think you know what I mean by with pleasure.
Absolutely. But how many of the tracks last longer than 4 minutes?
Hardly any.
What do you reckon on Revolution 8:21 seconds?
Would you mean Revolution number 9? Or Revolution number 1?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
We played it last week.
Number 9. The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing. And we remixed it and added some more beats over it.
How well did it go down?
Well, I mean, if you mean did lots of people switch off and send me angry emails, then yeah, it went very well. It was a great success. I love it. Listen, I've always liked Revolution Number 9. It's not, it's not the thing you're going to listen to every day, and quite often, more often than not, I skip it when I'm playing the album. But I love it. I think it's great that it was on a pop record.
You ever listen to it on acid?
Did I listen? I don't think I've ever listened to it on acid. No,
wasn't that the idea? That was the idea that you're supposed to.
I think that was the double album is a heroin album. If it's any kind of drug album, it's heroin. Well, John Lennon. All of John Lennon's songs are about.
Sure about that. Iain,
well, Russ, all of John Lennon's songs are about heroin on there.
Every single one?
No, but a lot of them.
Martha, my dear. Really?
That's not a John Lennon song, buddy.
Well, it's not Paul McCartney singing, is it?
Yes, it is. Martha, my dear, it's Paul McCartney, yeah.
Really?
Yes, mate, yeah. Sorry?
Go on, play it.
I just played it. It's a Paul McCartney song. It's about his dog and it's him singing. You don't think the John Lennon songs are about heroin? Have a listen. Hang on, be quiet. Here we go. This isn't about heroin, okay, by the way, guys? Here we go. This is not about heroin. Hang on. It's not about heroin.
I need a fix cause I'm going down to the bits that I left uptown.
I need a fix cause I'm going down. That's not about heroin.
Really? That's what you're saying, Iain. I can't believe
this song isn't about heroin either.
I haven't slept a wink.
I'm so tired. My mind is on the blink.
I wonder, should I get up
and fix myself a drink? Oh no.
Is a warm gun, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what your point is. That I know more about the Beatles than you.
Is a warm gun?
Yes.
Is that another one, yeah?
No, that was the one. That was the first song I just played.
Yeah, but what about Happy?
Have you ever even listened to the record? I don't think you've even listened. I bet your favourite Beatles song is Oh Bloody Oh Blada.
Don't be ridiculous, Iain. Come on. I've got a double white with the number on and the embossed number.
Yeah, everyone who owns the white, everyone who owns that white covered record from its original release has a number on the front. It's only if the number is is under 500. Is that interesting?
Mine's 498.
Bollocks.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it's a lie.
Because no one can prove it either way.
Well, you could take a photo of it and send it to me.
I could.
But you won't, because it would prove that you're lying.
Because it's not 498, it's 496.
Thanks for your call, Russ. What an idiot. Don't try and out-Beatles me. The album is a sprawling mess, right, and it's great because of it. But a lot of John Lennon's songs are about heroin, and he was struggling with heroin. And a lot of Paul McCartney's songs are silly. Rocky Raccoon, ridiculous song, but I like it. Oh Bloody Oh Blada, ridiculous song, and I hate it. Back in the USSR is a ridiculous song, but I like it. And that's the end of that. Yes, Keith.
Hi, you two. Hope you're all right. I'm a long-time Beatles fan. I'm 58, but I had the White Album.
The what?
The White Album.
I don't know that one.
13 or 14.
I don't know that record. I should have to check that one out. Who's that by?
I like Dear Prudence and
from the Beatles, yeah.
Yeah, you've been talking about the White Album.
No, I don't know. I don't know a record called the White Album.
Oh, whatever. So I like Dear Prudence and
from the Beatles.
Julia. I like
from the Beatles, the double album, the Beatles.
Yeah,
by the Beatles.
Into sarcasm, I sense. Well, I've run up.
No sarcasm, accuracy. I've never heard of an album called the White Album, but I do.
Oh, whatever. Right, okay.
Oh, but I do like. the Beatles album called The Beatles.
Okay, right. So I've rung up to just give a shout out to the new film, Mike Lee's film. You know, Peterloo.
Oh, it doesn't half look long.
Katherine, are you there?
I wish I wasn't. Yes.
You wish you weren't.
Yeah.
What? Talking about this, you mean?
Go on. Yeah, it was a terrible moment in my people's history.
Well, yeah. If I could just sort of like give the context to it, I did GCSE social history for me O level, and it's like I always remember like the Factory Acts and the children, the Education Acts changing and the rocket and the Rainhill trials, but I touched on the Peterloo massacre, but never really realised the actual significance of the size of it. The
album is called The Beatles, right? I've just gone to Wikipedia. The album is called, I remember this guy now. I'm not holding back because I remember how rude he was last time. The album is called The Beatles, right? It's by a group called The Beatles. There is no such album. He called me out for saying Peterborough. So I'm calling him out for this. There is no such album called The White Album. You're a fraud and you're a liar.
Are you? Hello? Are you still there?
I'm still here, mate. I'm here until 1 o'clock. You won't be.
So, is Katherine still there?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So it was.
Hang on a minute, buddy. What? You've got to admit. I remember this guy. He was an a-hole. I remember him being very rude. You've got to admit that you came on and you lied.
What were you on? About what?
You said there was this album with the Dear Prudence on.
Last time I spoke to you, we were talking about Bodyguard, and you said it was boring.
It was boring. You got a hissy fix. You got a hissy fix. I didn't like it.
I've never talked about whatever you said there.
No, you just talked. You talked about it 3 minutes ago. You prune.
I think Katherine remembers me speaking to you.
Yeah, I think Katherine might remember you being quite rude to me. Yeah. We could ask her. We could ask her, couldn't we?
It always gets tense, Keith. It always gets tense, and you take offence, and you assume he's taking the mickey out of your accent. That's how I remember our conversations.
Right. So, anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
It's not called The White Album, and I want you to admit that.
Yeah, I admit that.
There we go. And I want you to apologise.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
And I want you to say you'll never lie again about the Beatles.
I'll never lie about the Beatles.
Again.
No.
Again, because you.
Again.
Thank you. There we go. Fine. That's it.
So
He's admitted he was wrong. He admitted he was willfully lying and misleading and creating fake news. Now we'll let him do his boring call about a film that looks like it's too long and has had mixed reviews and that I'm never going to see. Away you go, Keith.
I suppose it's about content. Did you do what GCSEs did you do, Ian, at school? What did you get? What did you do? Can you remember? You there?
Yep, I'm here till 1.
When you GCSEs? Because what did you do history?
None of your beeswax.
Well, I'm just curious. That's all.
Nah, you're not.
I am, Katherine. We're looking at the sort of geography of it.
Boring,
Manchester, Spinningfields, where it was 80,000 people.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, yeah, you will be boring, huh? Yeah.
No.
Of course it's boring.
You're boring. You're boring. You're boring me.
Yeah.
With your boring phone call.
No. You're aggressive.
You're boring.
Well.
But when I'm bored, I get aggressive because I want excitement. I want enjoyment. I'm not getting any excitement.
I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you that for $1. You're dull. This is a dull phone call.
No, this is just you're doing too much shouting all the time.
Okay, you're dull. You're really dull.
Yeah. You're doing too much shouting.
I'm not shouting now.
People generally.
I'm not shouting now.
Yeah, no, you're not shouting now. No,
because you're dull and you're boring me. So you've got 30 seconds to make this call.
No.
Yeah, you're boring me. That's a fact.
Well, you're boring me.
Well, you listen.
As well.
But I don't have. You don't have to listen to me every night.
No, I don't.
Well, but yet
which is a shame, really. You do too much shouting at people.
Well, then don't listen. That's the act. That's the act.
I think people experience you as quite intimidating.
That's the act. That's tough. That's the act. That's what I do. That's the theatre of the show, Keith.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, I agree with you.
Well, you can't disagree on what the theatre of the show is.
I can agree with how I experience you.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. You just disagree with what the theatre of the show is. That's what you disagreed with.
No, I agree.
You're confusing yourself. We were talking about the theatre of the show, and you said no.
It's you, aggressive.
Yeah, okay, because that's the theatre. Yes, well, that's the theatre of the show. Again, that's what I'm saying. And then you just went, no.
Well, it's one-dimensional then.
Well, then why do you listen?
I don't all the time.
I didn't say all the time. I said, why do you listen? Because you love it.
I channel flick like you. Everybody does.
Fine, but what? Okay, well, you could channel flick.
And then if you're shouting, I switch
You could
off.
channel flick. Well, apparently I shout all the time.
You still do. You could shout over 3 fields, as they say.
But then why do you listen? Why don't you just take talk radio out of your preset?
I listen to talk radio quite a lot, really.
Okay, but you keep listening. Here's the thing, Keith. You're proving yourself to be dumber than I first thought.
No,
and that's something. Let me make the point. Let me make the point. Let me make the point. Because when we're both talking, the way the computer works is I'm louder, so they can't hear you. I will let you make your point. But you are proving. You can tell me this when I finish, Keith. You can tell me this when I finish, right? You're proving yourself to be dumber than I even first thought, because you don't like the show. You listen to the show and you phone into the show. That's weird, man.
Periodically. But, that's really... But you're clever. You are clever. You're clever. I'll give you that. How's it working out for you being clever?
What does that... I don't know what that question means.
Well, you're clever. You are clever,
well, you're dumb, and you're asking a dumb question that doesn't make sense.
No, it's not a question. It's a statement.
No, how's that working out for you as a question?
Well, is it working out for you being clever?
I don't know what that means, because the question is so dumb it doesn't translate. It is when you ask how is that working out for you. That's a question. If you start a sentence with how,
I'll put it another way. You are clever, and if it's working out for you, keep it up.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for the call, Keith.
You're all right.
Yeah, I know I am.
I know you are.
What a knob.
Every time, though.
Isn't it? There's a vibe from that. I remember, one of the few callers, I remembered who he was. He was but I love the way because he turns to you because you're both from the north.
Yeah, but I moved when I was 10. And I also,
Susan has texted, Iain, please don't be so rude, in inverted commas. So I'm not being rude. Please don't be so rude. It's unpleasant, Susan. Or, maybe her name's Unpleasant Susan. Please don't be so rude. That means she thinks I'm not being rude. If it's in inverted commas, have I got that right?
Yeah.
Excellent, Susan. Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to... I enjoyed that. We haven't had a bit Barney for ages. I kind of...
It's always daft Barney's, though.
Yeah.
He takes offence over nothing.
Those blokes.
He likes to come on and do his piece, and then when you interrupt, you don't like it. But then it happens the next time.
Yeah, he'll call back in. He's thick-skinned. He's thick-skinned. He'll call back in. Good evening, Sadiq.
Are you looking for Town Celebrities?
No, mate. As I've told you, and as I've told the listeners several times, I'm dreading it, and I won't be watching it.
How was The Grinch? Was it good?
The Grinch was a great film, man.
You fell asleep, I heard.
I did fall asleep in it. Yeah.
And what happened about the cat? You didn't finish the story about the cat. What you did to the cat?
Yeah, I pumped it.
Was he all right? The cat? Was he alive? Or?
Yeah, she loved it.
I mean, the cat. What happened to the cat?
Yeah, I pumped it.
But I thought you hurted it. That's what the other guy said. You cruelty. You didn't do anything to the cat.
I didn't do anything to the cat. No.
He loves that cat.
I love that cat more than you'll ever know.
There's a film called Fantastic World of Beasts out. Are you going to go and watch that?
I'll probably take the boys will go and see that, and whether I take them or the wife. I enjoyed the last one. I thought it was a little bit too sprawling. I'm looking forward to Wreck-It Ralph 2.
And I'm waiting for that. Laurel and Hardy, I'm waiting for that.
Kath, we might be going to see the Laurel and Hardy film.
Yes! Yeah. When?
Don't know. I'm talking to the PR people.
Year.
Yeah, we might get to see it before that because we're celebrities.
And I'm waiting for Final Destination 6. That's coming out.
Oh, mate, you don't watch those rubbish things.
Why? What's rubbish about
that? There's that one where they're all like playing a video game or something, and then they all go on a roller coaster and die.
No, this is a film.
Yeah, I know it's a film, but that's what happens in the film, isn't it?
The first one was about the aeroplane, the second one was about the bridge collapse, the fifth one, number 5.
What was the one about the roller coaster?
That's number 3.
Yeah, so they're all about like something happening and people dying.
It's cheap death, that's what I mean.
All right, well then I think you know the how it's going to end.
And waiting for Rush Hour 4 is coming out.
Hang on, what? Rush Hour 4 with Jackie Chan?
Yeah.
But he's old now, man.
I can't wait to see that.
I'm up for that.
He shouldn't be doing rushing, should he, at his age?
No, I think Rush Hour 4 is actually called Lunch Hour. They are.
Nap time.
We've got. What are you doing Wednesday, Katherine?
At this point,
where's my diary?
Nothing, I don't think.
Where's my diary? Let me just check Wednesday. Oh, I might be getting my curtain rails fitted.
Was that question just all about you boasting about your curtains?
No.
Okay.
But if I'm not getting my curtain rails fitted, then you and I are going to go and see the new Rocky movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to take Keith?
How about me, Ian?
No, Sadiq, no, not taking you, mate. No.
Why?
Yeah.
My sister used to be obsessed with the Rocky films when she was a kid. She used to call it Iger the Tiger. Oh. And so much so that she got given for Christmas a pair of boxing gloves.
Oh.
She made the mistake of giving me the right one, though, for playing the game. We only got one pair. And I think they disappeared quite quickly.
Jojo has just tuned in. Finally, just grabbed a red wine and sat down. What have I missed? Oh, Jojo, you ain't got a clue. You have not got a clue what you've... It's been... If I were you, I wouldn't... Don't listen now. Wait until this is up online and listen to the whole thing.
It's been mayhem.
It's been insania.
That's the sound of Ian's flask. You nearly finished with that. That's a lot of coffee.
Stand last little dribble there.
You know that guy on the phone who was the idiot, Ian?
What, Sadiq?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
He's an idiot what he was talking to. Nasty.
Yes, it's all a little bit of sport.
You should ignore them if they talk stupid.
Well, I can't ignore them. My job is... Also, I enjoy a little bit of an argument. We haven't had an argument for ages. I mean, that one wasn't a fair match.
They don't give you any logic questions.
Should I just cut stupid callers off? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what
I...
it was an easy gag, and I had to... Come on! Don't judge me on that!
Oh, no, come on, that was low.
03... Oh, come on! You calling me low?
Yeah,
wow!
Yeah, snake's belly. That was...
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative. Will you stop tutting, please? It's Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Well, let's just slow things. That's been a relentless hour and 3/4 of nonsense, filth, arguments, tickles,
beef.
And I'm really struggling to call it tickles. I normally call them tiggles.
Yeah, that's a southern thing, isn't it?
Tiggles and milk.
Tickle.
Tough old... It's a strange old show tonight. So we've got no calls. If you want to give us a call, you're very welcome to 0344 499 1000. Free for most packages. May cost you a few pennies. But here's the thing. Here's the great thing. You'll speak to Sam, who is, I've got to say, for a young man, is an excellent tickler. And
he's got magic fingers.
Isn't he? And... Ooh,
he's warming them up for you.
Because Sam wasn't very well last night.
No, he's still not right, you know.
He's coming back. Look, he's coming back. He's coming back. Here's the thing. He takes your name and number, and he calls you straight back. And also, unlike any other radio station or any other radio show, he doesn't ask you what you want to say. There's no audition process. So you won't have to say, as I was saying to your researcher on the phone, there's none of that. There's no... You just phone up and say, can I go on air? Yep, sure. What's your name? Right, I'll give you a call back. That's it. That's the only question you get asked. What's your name?
When we first started here, I used to be on the other side of the glass a lot more. And people used to ring up and they used to...
I remember those days.
Yeah, it was great.
Great days.
It was great. I got a lot of online shopping done.
I miss those days.
And people would ring up and say, don't you want to know what I want to ask him? I went, no, it's none of my business. And that's the way I felt.
Yeah. Good when you were taking the phones. I used to enjoy...
I could do that again now if you want. I mean, just say the word, I'll go. I'm up for it.
OK.
All right, see ya.
What's that smile on your face for?
Easy life, innit? It's Friday.
You just going?
You want me to go, don't
you? Yeah, go on, get out. Do the show on my own. Old school. We're going back to 2005, baby. It's me doing the show on my own. I got nobody. I got no ball and chain holding me down. I'm a free soul. I'm a free spirit. And I'm about to kick some radio ass. Okay. Yes. Feeling it now. The studio to myself. Woo! So I'm going to have some of this. We're going to have some of this. Here we go.
My name is Carl.
Yes, man.
You're a fanny.
Yeah.
Off with his head.
Ooh.
I can't believe what I'm listening to.
You are sleeping. You do not want to believe.
Grab pussy.
You're a pervert.
Yes. Did that. What's this one?
Shelby Pony.
Did that. Right, so we did that. That's that done. I'm going to go and sit in that chair, Sam. See what that feels like. Get the vibe going. Yes. Open up the microphone. I'm in the other chair. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yeah. I'm in the other chair. I'm on the other camera. Yes. I feel free. I feel anything is possible. Anything is possible now. Yes. Anything is possible now. I can do anything I wanted. Freedom. I'm going to go back to the other chair, I think. I'm going to go back to the other chair. I sat there. That was good. Well, I can see the phone calls now. I haven't got any phone calls now. That's okay. Okay. Oh, mate. I'm tangled up here. Okay. Yes. Yes. This is it. This is happening. Uh-oh, look out. Whoa. Hey. Whoa. Oh, look who's just come in. It's my friends, the Kinks. Out. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
It wasn't even good enough to be shit.
Beg your pardon? I feel like I can breathe for the first time in months. I'm going to do that now. You're welcome to join me, dear listener. Ideally on the phone. 0344 499 1000. Switchboard is empty at the moment, but that's fine. But I'm going to breathe. I want you to breathe. Breathe in with me. Breathe in the sweet smell of freedom. And then blow out, I don't know, maybe blow out the dark negativity of a sour colleague. Get the sourness out that might have been building up. If you've been, maybe, I don't know your situation, maybe you've been working with someone who's sour. Get that sourness out. Breathe in. What was the one? What were we breathing in? We were breathing in freedom and blowing out sourness. Ready? Here we go. Freedom and goes in. And then get rid of that sourness. Let's do that again. It felt good. A little bit lightheaded, actually. Okay, right. Let's get these phone calls now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling very. We're feeling very positive. So let's get these phone calls now, guys. This is up to you now. We're free. I can do a song. Hang on a minute. I can do a funny song that sums up. And then you can phone in and we can have fun with this. Here we go. Here we go. This is a fun song.
Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
Here we go. 0344 499 1000. This is going to get the phone calls flooding in, pouring in. 0344. That's a bit mean. 0344 499 1000. Let's get these calls in. Katherine, rack up the calls. Not such an easy job. It's not such an easy job, is it? Oh, easy for me, she says as she goes out. Well, you've not racked up any phone calls yet. Sam would have racked up a dozen phone calls by now. I know. Admittedly, no one's calling in. But that is your issue. That sums up your kind of bad energy. I'm just going to sit here and we're going to get some great calls in a minute. I know it. We are gonna get some great calls. Probably a Sony Award-winning call. I feel we might get someone phone up whose dog has got cancer or something, and I will hold their hand through it as the dog dies in their arms. So we're just going to wait for a call. You do need to call in, guys. I'm going to say that you do need to call in. It's a phone-in show. Now listen, when I first started this shift, I was told you won't get many phone calls. And you know what? That first night, we had something like 25 phone calls. She couldn't keep up with them. Okay? And now, tonight, we've had a load of emails, some texts, and some phone calls from some a-holes. And if we don't get some more phone calls, then... we don't get some more phone calls, then I was speaking to my ex-wife about this. I said, I'm going to quit. Okay. Oh, there's a phone call on the switchboard. Right. Okay, fine, let's go. Oh, we've got a phone call. Thanks very much. Good evening, Alistair.
Evening, Ian. How's it going, mate?
I'm fine.
I'm sober again.
Well, that's great news, Alison. It's great to have you on board. Katherine doesn't do the show anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be. It's great. It's great news. Freedom. Can't remember how we got into the position of her actually getting up and walking out. I don't remember the bit before that. But there's a phone call there, Katherine, if you want to answer it. Don't know if you want to answer that. I'll take it. I'll take the... Right. Hello, Michael?
Hello.
Yeah. So what's happening is Katherine has left the studio to answer phone calls, and then there's a phone call, Katherine. There's a third phone call ringing. Flipping heck, man. She is not answering any of the phones. So, right, hang on a second. I can take this. I'll do it. It's fine. I'll just put it on. He's gone. Right. Brilliant. Did you just cut him off? Did you just cut the guy off that was ringing? What is going on? Hello, Michael. Say hello to Alistair.
Hello, Alistair.
Hi, Michael.
Okay.
Hi, Michael.
This is going to be fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a laugh. I can feel there's a very bouncy vibe here. We're going to have fun. Let's have some fun. Let's play a word game. Okay, I've got a word game for you. I'm going to name it's called the Adamant game. I name a band, and then you need to name a band that starts with the last letter. For example, if it ends with T, you can't do the. Okay, it's got to be like the Turtles or something. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. We always start with Adamant. And so then we go with Alistair and we go, Michael, this is fun. This is going to be a fun game. Okay, Adamant.
Tremolos.
I like that. Well done. So an S you need, Michael. Band that or an artist that starts with an S.
I don't know. I'm so bad at that sort of thing.
You could say Shaggy. There's another phone call, Katherine. I don't even know why I'm telling you. You're worse than James. He doesn't even look. Could you please answer the phone? Please.
Shawaddy Michael.
Shawaddy Michael. Right.
Any band at all?
Any band or any artist, as long as it starts with an S. We've given you two.
Like Sia.
Who?
Sia.
Sia.
No, like
singer.
S-I-A.
Oh yeah, okay. A. So okay, A. I will say Adele.
Levelers.
It ends with an. It ends with an E.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Sorry. E.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, Alistair. You are out. Luke comes to the table now. Good evening, Luke.
Hi, Ian. You all right?
I'm having a great time. Really, really great vibe here. A lot of fun. Luke,
good mate. Can you looking forward to Christmas?
No. Can you? No. No, I'm dreading it. Can you? You need to start. You need to a name or a name of a group or an artist who begins with E.
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 No idea. Let me think. Elton John.
Elton John. All right, fine. So it's right. So it's your go, Michael, and it begins with N. I mean, Neil Diamond or someone?
Right, okay, Neil Diamond, yeah.
Thanks, right, okay. Russ, who are you?
My name is Van de Graaff Generator.
Your name is Russ. It says Russ on the screen.
Yeah, but I'm Van de Graaff Generator in spirit.
Okay, right. Well, then you've got to come up with a group that begins, or an artist that begins with D.
Deep Purple.
Right. Luke.
Hello.
You've got to come up with another one that begins with E.
E. All right.
Jeez, this is a really.
It's quite hard.
No, it's not. It's not. I can think of two straight away.
There's billions.
It's flipping it, man. This is what vibe kill. It's better when Kath was in. Luke, a band that begins with E.
E.
The singer. She's dead now.
Eamon.
Eamon.
Yeah, did he sing some song like back in the 90s?
Eamon. Okay, so he begins with an N, does he? Ends with an N.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
What does Eamon end with?
I have no idea. I guess N. Let's go N.
N. Right. N. I'm going to say Neil Young. So, Michael, you've got to come up with one that begins with G.
George Ezra.
Excellent. Russ, A.
ACDC.
Right. Luke, C. There's just no vibe.
C.
C.
C. Someone help me. Come on.
Ooh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're an idiot. Right. Brian, who are you?
Hi, Ian. I've been listening for a while. I haven't rang in for a while, but when you were playing Ding Dong and Witches there, I thought Susan May had resigned.
No, Katherine has left the studio. Over artistic differences.
You can't call... You're calling Katherine a witch? You can't call Katherine a witch. She's lovely.
Have you ever worked with her?
No, but I've heard her on the radio. She sounds lovely to work with, I think. I like Katherine anyway.
Well, why don't you go and marry her so much if you love her?
She's married already, isn't she?
Well, okay, it's the 21st century. She could be a polygamist.
Oh, go on then. Put me forward, I don't mind.
All right, Katherine, Brian wants to talk to you. So maybe you want to take Brian off air? Maybe you want to finish him off air? Russ, hang on a minute. Right, so...
Hello.
We're so late for the news. Simon.
Hi, Ian.
Hang on a minute.
Phoned to play you.
Right, hang on a minute. Oh, God. Right, Brian...
Yeah.
She doesn't want to talk to you, and that shows how heartless she is.
What letter are you on, Ian?
Who said that?
I understand.
I don't know who's speaking now. Just everyone be quiet. So, Brian, you need to come up with a group that begins with C.
Oh, right, C.
Caravan.
Steady.
Oh, hang on. C.
5, 4, 3,
Camel.
2, 1. Goodbye, Brian, you idiot. Who said camel?
Me, Russ.
Right, okay, Russ. So, Simon, you have to come up with one that begins with L.
Labby Sifri.
Okay, so I've got E, the Eagles. S, Russ. And we've got a game going now. Forget the news. The news can wait. We've got a game going now. I don't want to kill this vibe. S, Russ.
Ooh, Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, it's great. That's a great one. It's a great rock and roller. And I'll be honest, he wears the top hat and the cigarette in a very, very cool manner.
Absolutely.
H, Simon.
Haircut 100.
100, that ends with 0. No, it ends with a D. Sorry, D. Donna Summer. Russ.
Rat. R-A-T-T, remember?
R-A-T-T?
America.
I don't really think that's real, but I'm...
Heavy metal band,
Okay, Simon, all right, shut up. Jeez, it's going on and on about Rat. Shut up about Rat. Who cares about Rat? Simon, you'll go.
Who was it? Who did he say? Rat?
Yeah, he said rat about a dozen times.
Okay.
5.
Oh, so it's a T.
4, 3, 2.
Tornadoes.
What was their song?
Excellent.
Don't know. They're a 60s band, though.
All right, S. S is a tricky one. No, it's not.
Come on, Ian.
Shut your face. And also I get double points for this because both names begin with an S. I get double points because it's going to begin with an S and end with an S. Shakin' Stevens.
Ooh,
double points. You're going, right, Russ? This is great. This is a great game. Katherine, I hope you're enjoying this.
Sorry, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Snake bite.
That's a drink.
And a band as well.
Get lost. Is it a band, idiot? He's a troll. Don't put a warning by his name. Troll. Simon, S. 5.
Sybil.
That's Fawlty Towers' wife.
When I'm good and ready, Sybil. You know this song.
No, I don't.
Sybil.
You're banned. Okay, that's fun. It's great fun. It shows I can do this on my own. I've still got it. I've still got the magic. We are so late for the news. I'm going to get bollocked for that. Let's have the news now.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Yes, man. 0344 499 1000. It's like the old days, like the old LBC show. It's like the old LBC show. Just me doing it, just me freestyling. It's a little bit dangerous. Anything could happen. Katherine I don't even know what happened, had a hissy fit. Stormed out of the studio. I've got no idea why. It's just, you were listening, you probably heard it. Just suddenly went, well, I've had enough of this. Oh, it's bullshit. She said bullshit. Apologise for that. But she said bullshit. I'm out of here. And I went, you threatening me? She went, yes, I am. You can't do the show without me. I went, thanks very much. Goodbye. There's the door over there. You can see the door? You go through there and that's it. You go through that door, you never come back in. And she went through the door. And I respect that. I respect her letting down her team like that. So it's just me. Kat's answering the phones when she can be bothered. So we're going to have fun. We had fun in the last 20 minutes of the show. We're going to have fun now, between now and 1 o'clock, before Martin the bastard Kelner comes in. And probably rips off someone's head and pukes down it. So the switchboard is clear. It's probably, again, it's Katherine's fault for not answering the calls, I would imagine, because I'm probably very, very busy on the phone calls. So do give us a call now. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. You'll speak to Katherine, and maybe you give her a little piece of your mind as well. And just, just tut. When she says, I'll put you through, just tut. And, let her know that this is not good enough. That this simply is not acceptable behaviour. Okay, and you can stop. If you could get off Twitter and focus on the show, Katherine, that would be awesome. James Masterson. So here's the phone number now. And when I give this phone out, I'm really expecting the phones to go crazy. So just get ready for a deluge. There's going to be a deluge of phone calls. Okay, so here we go. This is the phone number. I'm going to give you some great talking points. I've got some great talking points up my sleeve. So the phone number is 0344 499 1000. 0344 0344 499 1000. That is the phone number. You dial that now. You speak to Katherine. Probably be a little bit slower coming through than normal. She's a little bit rusty. She'll take your name and number and she will call you back. I've got some great stories. We're going to do a great story now that really is going to get the phones. They're going to get the phones ringing. The question is, would you like one of these? Let me read the story. The world's first oral sex robot, named Autoblow, has been created. Let's read more about it. Would you like one of these? Not giving them away. If you would like one of these, give me a call. Let me know why. What would you do with it? And if you wouldn't like one, give me a call. Let me know why you wouldn't like one. Let's do a phone in. The world's first oral sex robot named Autoblow has been created. This is brilliant. Thing about this machine, you know the thing about this machine? I don't like it. It sucks. No, but this is good. US developers taught it the actions after studying 108 hours of video porn. What actions is that? That's the action. What's that? What's that? They say the device for men, yet to be patented, learns a user's desires and moves accordingly. Ooh. It has 10 speeds. It has 10 speeds. And gives a quieter experience that won't alert people to your activities, they say. Inventor Brian Sloan vowed to keep on using data to improve orgasms. So that sounds like a lot of fun. So that's the world's first oral sex robot is hungry. She or he, maybe you could dress it up as a gentleman if you're homosexual. He's coming to. I don't know if I'm going to like it though. You listen to. I think it sounds like it blows. Yeah. It's the same joke as the sucks thing, but it's not really. I've not really got a lot of material here with this. It's a 3-paragraph story, but I'm going to turn it into a phone-in. Would you like one of these blowy bots, as I'm calling them, blowy bot? What would you do with it? What would you tell the missus? Where would you put it? Where would you keep it? Would you dress it up? What would you dress it up as? 0344 499 1000. Maybe you don't want one. Maybe you think that should be done by your wife. Tell me about that. Tell me why you would not like to have a piece of metal and plastic wrap itself around your penis and simulate a sucking and licking motion and have you deposit your ejaculate in the back of it. Tell me why. I'm keen to know. 0344 499 1000. Now, that should have got a lot of phone calls there, so I'm now thinking... Could you turn the microphone on, please, Sam? Because I'm now thinking that the phones are not working. Katherine? I don't think the phones are working.
Phones are working fine.
There's no phone calls, and I've just done a brilliant phone...
No phone calls, that's not the phones.
Well, it is the phones, mate. Could you make a test phone call for me, please? Because I think that you had a problem with the... please don't look at me like that, Sam. Just look down. Don't make keep the microphone on. Just don't make eye contact with me, Sam. She's corrupting, isn't she? Don't make eye. Why are you making eye contact with me? You know.
I can't hear you when my microphone's on. She's pulled my headphones out.
Hang on.
Right, you've turned the microphone off. Don't make eye contact with me. You know I don't
listen to him. I'm your boss.
Don't make eye contact with me. Look down.
Can you stop interfering with my...
I've not interfered with him. That is a vicious line. Whoever's been spreading that, there is a phone call. Take that phone call.
It's Russ again. You've already spoken to him
twice. I would rather... I've spoken to you loads of times.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak to you anymore, but I have to because the phones are broken. Please, could you answer that phone call? And please, could you put him through? You got to phone him back.
Why?
Good evening, Russ.
Good evening.
Could you please turn your radio off for us, for the love of everything that is holy?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say distraught, but that's not the right word.
Would you like a blowy bot for Christmas?
Extremely tickled by your previous remarks about the robot.
Would you like a blowy bot for Christmas? Would you like Father Christmas to drop one down your chimney? Wrap it around your chimney.
Or come through the front door, whichever way it'd like to present itself. I'd love it.
You'd love a blowy bot. So are you a sad man? You're a lonely man?
No, 3 years since my partner passed away.
No. How many years?
3.5.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry. That's still recent. That's still very recent. I'm sorry for your loss, buddy.
Yeah. No, but don't bring me down, man.
No, I'm not bringing you down. I'm saying you'd like to move on, by as much as possible by getting a blowy bot.
Yeah, if that's all that's available.
Maybe we could do one together. Maybe we could sit side by side.
Side by side. Not quite sure about that.
Okay, or in the next room and talk on walkie-talkies?
Oh, that's just reminded me. I remember I used to live in a bed flat arrangement.
Oh, yeah, it's not good,
where there were toilets that were side by side with no separation between them.
No.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it at the time, but yeah. I never had the experience of being on the toilet with someone else. To my left or right.
There's a picture of one of these.
What's available.
There's a picture of one of these blowjob bots, and it looks like an electric pencil sharpener.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Hang on a minute. Is this? Will this?
Does it look feminine?
Well, no. It looks like a pencil sharpener with some red lips on it.
Wow, a pencil sharpener with red lips.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it. Well, I'll have to go online and look it up myself.
Yeah, well, listen, maybe when I finish with mine, you can borrow it, and I'm happy to share, man.
Oh, yeah. Nice one, Ian. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Ross. I appreciate that. It's a really great call. It's a really powerful call. Thank you. Powerful story. I didn't... I'll have to listen back to it. I wasn't really taking it on board. Thanks, Kath. Good evening, G.
I like that introduction. That was awesome.
There you go. Are you on speakerphone?
I made the ear-hole list.
Are you on speakerphone?
No.
It sounds like you're on speakerphone.
I'm stood in my hallway, which is very echoey because I've got no furniture because I'm poor.
On speakerphone?
Hang on, let me check. No. I'm definitely not on speakerphone.
Okay, well, let's just get to the point. Come on, let's hear it. What you got?
Can I be on the ear-hole list?
You are.
Oh, that's awesome. Can I play the game? I want to play a game.
What game?
The band game.
What game? What game do you want to play?
The band game in the basement.
We finished that. That game is called Adaman, and we finished it.
Oh, what? I'm always late to the party. Cheers, boss.
There we go. Right. Yeah, I don't know why you're shaking your head, Catherine. You put those callers through and they sucked. Oh, I see. Sabotage. You're trying to sabotage me. I'm having a great time. The listeners are having a great time. This is the best show we've ever done. I'm going to take this withheld number. What could possibly go wrong? Hello, caller. It's great to talk to you. What can I do for you tonight? There we go. That was fun. It's a little bit psychedelic. It's like the old Triple M days. The kids will love it. Trust me. I know what they like. I'm having a great time. I'm sure you're having a great time. And what we're doing is we're showing... I don't even know why she left, but we are showing... I think what we've done there is... if you turn that microphone on, Sam. What we've done there is we've shown Katherine that we don't need her to do the show. I think the lesson's been learned.
Oh, it's been great, yeah. Have you been enjoying it?
I've been having a great time.
It sounded like a lot of fun. Like real fun.
Yeah.
Like not awkward, vibeless fun. Someone really trying very, very hard. It sounded like real, actual fun.
Spontaneous.
A lot of men.
Yep. That's right. So I think we've proved a point there.
Boring men.
I think we've proved that's rude. I think we've proved a point there.
Yeah.
So come back in now.
Why?
Chop.
Why are you having a
get your
time?
Get your little botty in the seat. Let's carry on with the show. Pick it up.
I thought the witch was ding dong dead.
No. That was ironic. In you come. Let's get this show. Let's drive this show home.
It's all right. Honestly, it's so much better without me.
Now, that is true.
It's warm in here as well. So
Okay, that is true. I will put the temperature up in here for you. If you
you?
Yes.
You really are desperate.
No, I'm not. Get stuff. Go to the adverts.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Margaret, can you put the phone down properly, please? You've not put the phone down properly, and you're holding the whole show up. We are waiting for you. We had loads and loads of phone calls, but we decided we really want to speak to you. But we can't get through to you as your phone has not been put down properly. But there's a phone call. You can take that one. Please take that one. Please take... There's a phone call there. I don't know if you want to... I'll just take it then, shall I? If you're not going to take the phone call. Yes, hello, Michael.
Hello, I'm back again.
Okay. We tend... Is everything all right?
Yeah, no, I actually only wanted to call back because earlier on I had to leave the call and I felt quite bad about it.
Oh, don't feel bad. Hey, come on. Don't feel bad about this. Don't feel bad about leaving the call. Keep trying, Katherine. Please keep trying, Margaret, please. Thank you. Thank you. Got to tell her what to do. Don't feel bad about leaving the call. This show is a lot of old rubbish. It's good now. It's probably... What can I ask you, Michael? Do you think it's better with or without Katherine? Be honest. Be as brutal as you want in your honesty. Brutally honest.
I really like it with Katherine. I think she's...
Don't be... Okay.
Very nice.
You can hold back a little bit. You think she adds to the show, does she? Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. I just wanted to make... Just
quite difficult to...
Wanted to say sorry about that.
I haven't done the show on my own for ages. And it's just quite difficult, actually, but it's harder than I remembered. Michael, it's great. Have a lovely weekend. We will speak soon, and don't you worry about that.
Hello, Iain.
Oh, hello. It's Margaret is on the line. Good evening, Margaret.
Okay, now, the thing is, I listen to my radio all night at low, and I used to listen to Radio 4, and it was so boring. I gradually drifted off. Yeah. And you are to blame for my insomnia because you make me laugh so much, I can't drift off to sleep.
Uh-oh. Would a yoni massage help?
Would you what?
A yoni massage. Would that help?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I guess you see, I'm 78.
Okay.
And
wow,
I've got out of the habit of sex, to be honest. But when I was young, I was manic.
Were you at it all the time?
What?
Were you at it all the time?
Oh yes. In those days, I would have been called a slut, but nowadays, I would just be like anybody else.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. Well, did you? Here's the thing. Here's the question, right? Did you have a good time?
Absolutely wonderful.
Well, then there you go. Then there's no issue with it. Who cares what people say? As long as you're having a good time, and people aren't being taken advantage of. Then unless they want to be taken advantage of, you're having a great time.
Yeah. Anyway,
did you ever have an orgy?
Oh, no. It was a one-to-one.
One-to-one?
I wouldn't like an orgy.
No, I don't think I could function with loads of other people there. I'd feel pressured.
Anyway, good night, darling.
Well, listen, whereabouts are you? Because you're in Reading. That's sort of a little detour. I don't know if you want to, if you want to reminisce about the old days, I can swing by.
No, darling. Anyway, look, I've got to try and go to sleep.
Go to sleep, Margaret. One quick question. One final question. Do you prefer the show with or without Katherine?
Well, I've only come in a couple of times, but if it's better for you to have Katherine, no?
Well, I think it's. Here's the thing. I've proven that I can do it on my own.
I understand that.
I'm an equal opportunities employer, and I would like her to come back in for her sake, not for my sake.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Why did she leave?
I don't know. She just had a hissy fit. Just got up and stormed out. It was embarrassing.
Right. Anyway, I couldn't have done your game at all.
No,
so,
I couldn't have done yours. I'd have been exhausted. Margaret, it's so lovely to talk to you. Try and get some sleep.
I thought it was only men. I thought it was a man's programme because it's nearly all men who phone in.
Horrible men. I hate them. I want more women to phone up. I don't know how to get more women to phone up.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe they will now.
Maybe you've opened the floodgates. Go and knock one out and try and get to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, darling.
Cheers, my dears. Tutty bye. Tutty bye. What a nice lady. Diverse callers. Get very, 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 very diverse callers on this show. Another phone call. A little bit. Chop, chop. Good evening, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Katherine is answering the phones. She's...
I'm a bit surprised.
Yeah, well, if you
demoted.
No, it's not demotion.
Where's Sam?
Sam's out there doing absolutely nothing. I don't know if he's now superfluous. So we might get him fired. Save some money. That means we can afford to do the Saturday show.
Saturday show.
What do you want, Jerry?
It's something that money to sometime like Daft June Brown. Sounds like June Brown.
June Brown? Dot Cotton?
Yeah, sounds a bit like her sometimes. Some of the words.
Who does?
That one is unjust when you're having an orgy with.
Margaret. Oh, I'm going to Reading tonight, and I'm going to be just shouting at my window, Margaret! Margaret! And then we're going to have a sex orgy. An old man and an old 45-year-old man and a 78-year-old woman. What's that film where the guy in his 20s falls in love with the woman in her 70s? Harold and Maude. Have you seen that?
No, it sounds like... It's my birthday this month, I just know.
Well,
47.
Well,
47.
Okay.
Maybe get me in the orgy.
I'm not going to give you an orgy for your birthday, but I'm going to give you a recommendation. Go and watch Harold and Maude. There's this weird couple, and they meet at funerals. They both go to funerals for kicks, and then they meet and they have an affair.
No, it sounds a bit strange. A bit like the rope.
Sorry?
How police got the rope. Sounds a bit like the rope. I've watched that. You don't like it, Scott, do you?
What are you talking about? Bondage?
Bondage, no whips and.
I wouldn't do bondage with ropes because that's gonna chafe. You're gonna get rope burn. You don't want. Here's the thing, I don't want rope burn on my wrists or my genitals. Right? I don't want rope burn. I want, if you're gonna tie me up, do it with something soft. Do it with, I don't know, silk. Do it with leather. Don't do it with rope. What is that about?
Chinese thing. There's a trio now, aren't there? There's a quartet still going.
Yeah.
There's a trio thing.
Yes.
And still going.
The what?
The quartet, there's this band you play. The Curry Quartet.
Oh, the Curry Quartet. Well, one of them's left. So they're a trio now.
Are they still going?
I think they're still playing, yeah.
How's your mum doing?
Your brain is flying all over the place. I haven't spoken to Mum for ages.
It's my birthday this month.
I know, you told me, 47. Would you want me to get you one of those blowy bots?
Yes, please. And that's pick it up, please.
Okay.
Sorry, language.
Okay.
My mistake.
I'm going to cut you off. I didn't hear what you said, but, Okay, this is going great. Katherine, I think we've proved a point. We'll play the break and then you come back in, okay? Thank you. Katherine will be back in a second. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Catherine's just getting all her bits and pieces and is going to pop in now to come and finish doing the old show. Here we go. Here comes Katherine. In you come. What is wrong? You're not even making an effort. Come on. Chop. Choppity chop. Come on. Who are you talking to? Put the microphone on. Martin. Come and join me, Martin. There we go. We'll get a professional in. Get a professional broadcaster in. No, this attitude. Martin, come and sit down. It's nice to have you, Martin Kelner. Kath's in a bit of a funny mood tonight.
Oh, is she?
She's seen a thing, so we'll let it be. But can you just be a witness that she's not doing it? Just when if I go to complain to the boss that she's just you've seen her. Perfect, lovely.
Okay, it's not a problem.
Thank you, Martin.
You're very welcome.
No, you're very welcome. You can sell up your show now, and you can sell it up before 1 o'clock, or do you not know what's on the show yet?
Yes, I do. Well, I'm currently preparing it as we speak. We've got Bruce Springsteen tonight. I mean, not actually not actually, but we've got an interview with Bruce Springsteen.
He's famously tiny, isn't he? He's I think he's about 5 foot or something.
Well, that's funny because I don't. I mean, I've seen him live, and he looks quite. You know,
but you've seen him on one of those big screens.
A long way away.
I mean, how tall is Bruce?
I'm going to guess 5'4". Is there a competition? Is it a prize?
Well, they've done it in metres. Right, how tall is Bruce Springsteen in feet
and inches?
Shut up! It says here he's 5'10", but I don't believe that.
Yeah, I think he would be. You know.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's not tiny. He's not like Tom Cruise.
Okay.
I mean, Tom Cruise is very, very small.
Yeah.
He would fit in a little charm bracelet.
Yeah.
Not a problem. But so we're doing Bruce Springsteen.
I never got into Bruce Springsteen.
Really?
I've only recently got into Dylan. The last 6 months I got into Dylan. Now I love Bob Dylan. But Bruce Springsteen, I've not cracked the code yet.
Heavily influenced by Dylan. I mean,
of course,
if you liked him, I think you're too young in a way.
May God bless you for that. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I think you had to if you grew up with Phil Spector and that sort of thing. He's heavily influenced by Phil Spector and Bob Dylan. So if you could imagine a sort of marriage of Dylan and Spector, that would be Bruce Springsteen. And
you're a big Beatles nut, aren't you?
Oh, I love the Beatles.
Have you heard the new
White
Super
album?
Deluxe The Beatles double album by the Beatles?
I have. I've heard bits of it. I've not heard it all.
I've got it. I treated myself. I splashed out.
How much was it? It's about 100 quid, isn't it?
I think it was 120 quid. But it's stunning. It's a big old 6 discs, a big old set. It looks beautiful. And I want to spend a whole day just devouring that.
Well, of course, I was around when it came out. You wouldn't have been. But, so I've got the album. Twice, I think maybe 3 times. I got it on CD, and I've got the original, and then I've got one that when I went into radio in the 70s, we were sent a one.
Oh, I'll tape it for you.
Yeah,
I've got some blank cassettes.
I love the Beatles. I'm not a Beatles guy. I mean, I'm not a completist of anything really. I don't collect stuff much.
Right.
In fact, I don't collect stuff at all. So, although I've got loads and loads of records and loads of CDs, I don't actually collect them as such. So I'm not that bothered.
Oh, I won't tape it for you then. You get stuff.
No, don't bother. Okay. But I've also Blood on the Tracks.
Yeah.
If you like Dylan, the what they used to call the New York sessions, which was a bootleg for many years, which is it's getting really boring now.
No, who cares? No one's listening to this rubbish.
Oh, good, excellent.
The box set of that has just come out.
That's just come out as well. So you can spend, if you want, 120 odd quid on what they've worked. Well, what they've worked out is people like myself who grew up with Bob Dylan and the Beatles. We're going to be dead soon, so we might as well blow the money on these special edition CDs.
The music industry is genius at selling you the same stuff. Selling you the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
These scumbags.
Absolutely.
So Bruce Springsteen is coming in for a live session.
Bruce Springsteen's in a live session.
Yeah.
And possibly, we're still waiting on that. What else? Oh, yes, I'm going to tell... I know you've had health problems because I read about it on Twitter.
Oh, yes.
Are you okay today?
I'm all right today. I'm all right, yeah.
That's good news. I've got a specific health problem which I'm going to discuss with the listeners.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, is it?
Bizarre. I'll let you into it. Bizarrely, one testicle has become hugely engorged, much bigger than the other one.
Let's have a look.
No.
Okay, fine.
You really don't need to. The wife's felt it, and I've felt it, and it really, it was like a sort of tennis ball, like a hugely enlarged testicle. So I went to, like most blokes, I thought that's nothing.
Yeah.
So I didn't think any more of it.
A huge testicle is something.
Well, it is something, but I thought. it'll probably, I probably banged it or something. It'll probably go down.
Banged it, cheeky, yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably, and obviously the wife put me through she cross-examined me over it and everything.
Yeah.
But
fluids, build up of fluids.
Correct.
Is that what it was?
Exactly. It was hydro something or other, he said.
And
so I'm going to have a...
Do they drain your balls? Is that...
I've no idea what they're going to do, but I've got a hospital appointment now for an ultrasound. But he's pretty sure it's nothing.
It's not cancer. That's always the worry when it's that area. It's always the worry. I've heard of this before. I think this is quite common.
Yeah, it's not unusual.
Yeah,
as Tom Jones said. He had the same thing. That's what the song was all about.
You could see his through his tight trousers.
Yes, absolutely.
That was the problem.
I'm going to have an ultrasound, but he said to me, it's not testicular cancer because that would be something that's sort of attached to the ball.
Yeah.
So
but the ball itself is swollen up.
Oh, it's blinking huge.
Does it hurt? Does it ache?
No, not at all. There's no other symptoms apart from the fact that it's sort of chafing on the side of my trousers when I'm walking down the street, which is so every now and then I do that thing where you sort of lift your gusset up.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's not really affecting me. I've got a bunion as well, but you don't know.
I don't know about bunions. Well, Martin Kelner will be on Talking Balls later on.
Talking Balls, as usual.
Lovely.
No change to that.
Martin, thank you. You can come back in later if you want. He's on at 1 o'clock. When you go out, can you just have a quick word with Kath?
I'll have a word.
Because it's a bit childish now.
Yeah.
03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Unmissable late-night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
To the studio, you're being an idiot. Now the microphone is turned on while I'm talking to you. Just come back into the studio. You're being silly.
All you have to say is please.
Please come back in the studio.
Huh?
Please come back.
Say it nicely.
Please come back in the studio,
Why?
please.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because I want you to come back.
And why?
Because it's hard. It's difficult.
All right, that's all you have to say. Be nice.
I will be nice.
Just say, please, Katherine.
Please, Katherine, come back in the studio.
All right.
Dick. Sorry?
I heard that.
I didn't say anything. I said, please, would you come back in the studio, Katherine? You idiot. Good evening, Ollie.
Hello, Ian.
So I had a bad day today, right? But I'm very confused. I'm not coming off these meds, right? I'm very confused about things. I get very confused. And my eldest... I've put it away now.
Oh, get it out.
No, because we're going in a minute. So, no.
I'm about to run out.
Well, just close it and let's have a conversation. I'm talking to Ollie now. So, I had a very confused day, as I was telling Ollie. And what was that for?
You're being a bit rude to me.
I'm not being rude to you. I'm being
I'm
nice
detecting
to
a
you.
vibe.
It's nice to have you back in the studio again. Gee, stop bullying me. So, here's the thing. So I went to see my boy play football, and I went to the wrong school, Ollie. I got he was playing at home. I wasn't expecting laughter, but he was playing at home, and I went to a school, and by the time I got there and found out it was the wrong school, I couldn't get back to his school in time, so I missed it, right? And it's quite a posh school. And I pulled out of the car park, and as I pulled out of the parking slot, there was like a little sort of bump, and then I looked at the car next to me, a BMW, a posh one, and there was a stripe down the passenger side, right? And I thought, okay, I think I just did that. I think I just scraped that car. So I drove away. This is my pattern whenever I do this. I drove away, right? Because I was so upset. I was really upset about it because these pills are making me just go nuts about stuff. And I was so upset. And I'm driving out of the school in tears. And I got about 2 minutes away, and I just thought, oh, come on, man, focus. You can't do that. It's a really shitty thing to do. So I went back to the school, and there was like a parking attendant. He said, oh, you're back. And I said, yeah, I think I left something I dropped something over by the parking space. And I parked right next to the car, and I wrote a note saying, I'm really sorry. I think I've scraped your car. Totally my fault. Here's my phone number. This is my name. Get me a quote, and obviously I'll pay for the damage, right? Mm. And then I put the note on the car, and the parking attendant saw me, and I said, look, and I had to confess and say, look, I think I bumped this car, and I just put my number on, and I felt terrible about it, man, terrible. And obviously it was the right thing to do. And then I got home, and I was just thinking, I'm going to get a phone call at any point. And about an hour later, the guy texted me and said, I'll read you what he said. He said, oh, no, that's something else. He said, hi, Iain, thanks for your note on my car. I really appreciate your honesty. Let me give it a wash at the weekend and see how much of it I can polish out. We'll then drop you some photos and thoughts. And then we kind of exchanged things. And I said at the end, thanks so much for understanding. And his final thing was, not a problem, just really appreciate the note you left. So it's going to be a few £100, right? It's going to be a few £100.
You sure it was you, though?
Sorry?
Sure it was you?
I'm pretty sure. Here's the thing. When I'm not feeling very well, my driving is the first thing that goes. And honestly, my car... I hit a wall the other day, I think, without noticing, because there's a massive scratch down the front. And anyway, my car is in a terrible state, and I've got to get a new car at some point. And I'm just going to be embarrassed trying to trade it in, because I'm going to take it into the car dealership or, those car places that buy cars. And they're going to go, look at the state of that, because it's covered in dents and scratches.
They'll have seen worse.
I don't know if they will. But I just felt, it was that thing of, I felt so upset over nothing. And these flipping pills, man. I don't want to keep banging on about it, but it's a big old thing. And I do think it's something that we need to talk about, because a lot of people... Anyway, so I was getting more and more upset about stuff, and I left the note, and it was totally the right thing to do. And then I was driving away, and I felt terrible, and I could feel myself slipping into a funk. So I took a pill, and I had to talk myself out of it. I was speaking out loud, going, right, let's break this down into problems. First problem is you're upset because you went to the wrong school. That's tough. You can't do anything about it. Your boy will be fine with it. Second problem is you scraped a car. You've left a note. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to have to pay a few £100 to get it fixed, and that's not ideal at the moment, but you can stretch to it, so it's okay. But I was sinking, man. I was sinking, Ollie.
Yeah, well, you did the best thing, didn't you?
I did the right thing, and because and I did drive away. And I've done it a couple of times before. Where my reaction is flight. Thank you. And just run away. And I literally get 2 minutes away, and then common sense and honesty kicks in, and I go, I can't do that, man. Of course I've got to go back, because I've had people bump my car and drive off. Yeah. My wife had it recently, and it's horrendous, and it's tough to write that note, but you got to do it. You got to own up to it. And then also I could tell my boys that that's what I did, and that was the right thing to do, Yeah. So that's it. And anyway, Ollie, well, you've not called in for that. What have you called in for, Ollie?
I was calling about Martin, wasn't it?
Martin's ball.
Testicle.
Yes, Martin's giant testicle. The Great Lost Rolled Dahl book.
I was calling because I've seen that can get pretty bad. I've seen a programme called Dan's Giant Testicle.
Oh, right.
And
what was that about?
It was about his giant testicle that kept on growing.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Isn't it? Have I got this right? Isn't it like a tube gets kind of blocked or twisted, and so it just fills up with, like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is, but like. Well,
he said it was like hydrocephalus, didn't he? Like it was water on the ball.
Yeah, but what causes it?
Yeah, it's like your bodily fluids keep on retaining into the ball sac. And it just keeps on growing and growing and growing. And it's something genetic, I think, as well, because they said, okay, we're going to cut away all your testicle, but it could keep growing again afterwards.
Martin, if you're listening, that's probably not what's going to happen to you.
Well, if Martin... Listen, Martin is a seasoned broadcaster. He's been doing this before I was born, right? He knows that if he gets that operation done live on air, that is an award. That is an award. We're just waiting to happen.
Services to go now.
There we have it.
It's quite a program as well, because you see everything. You just see, like, they go through him bathing his giant testicle and.
Well, but that guy's was like massive, wasn't it? Didn't he have to wear special trousers?
Yeah.
Well, Martin's not quite at that stage yet.
Yeah.
Giant balls. I don't get balls. I don't get them. They're such an unattractive. The penis. Some penises, I guess, are quite, kind of all right looking. I think they're straight looking. But there's nothing attractive about a ball or a ball sack.
Well, I don't know if we're getting too personal, Ian, but I don't mind the look of penises.
Well, I don't mind the look of some penises, but all right, Ollie.
Weird penises.
You're the big one. You're the big man, Ollie. Let's see a picture of your balls. You're so proud of them.
You're on to... My friend showed me a picture of his balls, and I didn't ask for it.
Well, there's no friend of yours.
Can we see them?
I don't know. I don't think they're big enough.
Okay.
I'll be a bit. Would I be brave to show you my testicles to say like people don't have to have the same?
There's no stigma in showing each other, in showing a guy another guy's balls. There's no stigma in that.
Do I DM you it, or do we just show everybody?
Tweet it in public. I'll retweet it. Your balls are going to become a meme. Your balls are going viral.
Well, I just want to be brave and say that, men, you don't have to have bigger testicles. I quite small testicles.
Yep.
And I tried to have a vasectomy, and they said your balls are too tight, and so I couldn't have I couldn't have a vasectomy.
Okay, you're getting a bit weird now. I don't want to know about your tiny balls. That's
tiny tight balls.
Tiny. Actually, let's go to Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hi, Ian. How you doing?
Very, very well, thank you.
Jolly good. I'm phoning also about the hydrocele. It's called.
Well, you should be phoning. You should all be phoning Martin's show.
Well,
his balls are spilling over onto ours.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? Poor old Martin comes in early and we nick all his phone calls.
Right, well, I had mine done last year.
Yeah.
And it was very successful. But, and in fact, the last time I phoned the show, I've got to apologise, I phoned you the day I got discharged from hospital from having it done, and you had a right go at me on air saying, you shouldn't ignore it. But the problem was I was sort of scared of what it could have been. But I did go and have it checked out and everything.
Here's the thing, though. If I found something on my balls, I'd be straight down there because they what they can do with balls these days. Seriously.
Yeah.
Men used to die. Loads of men used to die because of testicular cancer. And now it's really, really uncommon for someone to die. If they get in there quick enough, they just go, right, we'll whip that off. Beautiful. It's gone. And, it's...
And you'll put a prosthetic one in. No one will ever know.
I want to have a ping pong ball and a zip. Because whenever you go to those ping pong tables in the park, there's no ball. You just go, zip, there you go, use this.
But if you could tell Martin for me, there's nothing to worry about.
No, Joe, I'm not going to. You have to promise to phone up Martin after 1 o'clock. Do it! He's a nice guy.
Gosh, he came on and bared his soul.
No, I know, but I feel bad that we're stealing Martin's phone calls.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, could I know you're going to go soon, but would you be interested in, if I phone back next week, to tell you about, these car parking companies that look after, say, hospital car parks?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the name over the air, but I do a voluntary radio show at the local hospital. I've been doing it 4 years now, and I've got a proper permit, and I'm on a database. I'm allowed to park, but since I changed my car early in the year, it's gone absolutely ballistic, and every week or every other week I'm being sent out £100 parking notice fine.
Well, hang on, why are you parking there?
Because I'm going to do my show.
But this is a job for James Wales Consumer Hour.
Is that Monday nights or Thursday
Yeah,
nights?
Monday night from 7.
Yeah, no, it's not. Monday night from 9. Monday night from 9. Dean Dunham. Dan Deanham. Dear Dean. Dear Dan Dunham. Because he would know, he knows his stuff. We don't know nothing. Here's the thing. Monday night, 9 o'clock, you listen to James Whale, don't you?
I do occasionally,
I'm sorry to hear that, but Monday night, 9 o'clock, Consumer Hour.
That's right up their street.
Because my advice is just go and do a poo in a jiffy bag and send it to them. I don't think that's actually legally sound advice. Whereas the Dean will give you sound advice.
Okay.
So, Joe, I want to hear you. I want to hear you after 1 o'clock talking to Martin Kelner, and then on Monday night talking to James Whale. Okay.
Okay, I'll do my best. I will ring Martin tonight.
Good lad. Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's go to Kasif. Good evening, Kasif.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
I'm very, very well, Kasif. All the better for listening to you, my favourite caller.
Yeah. Hello, Kath. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yep. I just called in to ask how you doing.
Well, we're both all right.
Yep.
You're both fantastic.
Well, thanks for your call, Kasif. You're fantastic, brother. I love you, man.
Okay, thank you, Ian. Goodbye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. What a nice call. What a lovely call. I suspect he's going to be outside with a shotgun. But there was a nice call. Here's Andre.
Oh, hello.
Oh, we thought you died of liver failure.
Yeah. All right, Ian. All right, Kath.
Yes.
We're both all right. We've established that with Kasif.
Oh, not so economical with the words these days. Get a sentence going on.
Yeah, a little sentence. He's right. You had a little sentence going on there. He's not wrong. You had a little sentence.
Well, Ian, listen, I don't want to disappoint you. I haven't got my lappy on tonight.
Too late. Okay.
I haven't got my lappy on.
No.
Ian, but the has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife as McHeath, dear, and he keeps it way out of sight. When that shark bites
that voice for?
with those teeth, dear,
It's a singing voice.
Scarlet billows, they start to spread. Oh, McHeath, beer, as a beer. Ian, right, listen, I hadn't spoken to you for ages.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're still there?
What show were you on the other day? We heard him on a show, didn't we? Was he on your show?
No.
We heard him on a
No,
show.
I was on the other show a couple of weeks ago, yeah.
What other show? You're on Christo Fufas.
Christo Fufas.
Wipes his dog's bum.
And Andre loves it.
Andre's pissed up, he's missing Christo, and he wants to taste his doggy now.
Oh, that shark bites. Oh, that's
bums,
true,
all right?
isn't it? It's a true.
My dog's bums.
Ian, listen.
Yes.
Rocks and scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you on the count of
Ready,
three, you go first.
steady, go.
1,
What you
3,
got?
2, 1, go. What you tell me?
What you got?
You tell me first.
Something came through the sky. What you got?
Well, if I here's the thing. If I tell you, you'll just change your hand. Whereas I've got a witness here, Katherine, who will back me up.
Yeah.
No, listen. Something came from the sky. Now you indicate what you've got, and then we'll see who wins.
I'm indicating to Katherine what I have got.
Yeah, I can see it. What have you got?
Snow. What's Ian got?
Oh, I've got a match.
Match
melts snow, mate. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, it would match.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Hey, Andre.
Here we go.
Andre.
Yeah.
Andre.
Yeah.
Oh, the shack has.
By the way, Dave Hill from Slade. Dave Hill from Slade.
Yeah, I know,
Dave Hill from Slade. He's coming on this show very, very soon.
Oh, excellent. From Wolverhampton. That's what I like to hear. Is Noddy Older coming on at all?
We tried him in the past, but he's a very busy man.
It's been brilliant. Ian, come on right now. Rocks and scissors, me and Kath right now. Ian's got to be the judge here.
I'll be the judge.
All right, I'm showing mine. What you
three,
got?
Kath.
I'm
What
showing.
you got?
What you got?
You've got to go first.
Well,
you lost the last round, so you go first.
Something's in my hand. What you got, Kath?
I've got something in my hand too. Look at it, Ian.
Yep, she's got. Go on. What?
Right, what you got then?
You tell us first.
Stick of dynamite.
Okay, I got a great big bucket of water.
You won't carry that in your hand, will you?
Well, yes, you will. You can
Yeah, it's got a handle, mate.
buckets.
Buckets, how buckets work.
But anyway, thanks for your call, Andre.
Yeah, and you, sir.
Get lost. Well, we've had 4 calls about your balls.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. People suggesting good things about things.
One man saying that you might have to get special trousers.
Yeah. I'm thinking about after those Buster Gonad, from Viz, where you
feasibly large testicle.
yes,
We've tried. Hopefully, we've persuaded them all to call you back after one. I kept saying, "Don't call me, call Martin."
Yes,
You're stealing Martin's
that's
calls.
great. Yeah,
so you might get
so
some
got the balls
phone
phoning.
calls.
We've also got quite interesting. I've just been chatting to the guy. It's quite an interesting chat about problem gambling. Yeah. And there's a guy whose father was a problem gambler, secretly a problem gambler for 30 years without the family knowing. He got away with it because he was a high earner, but then eventually it just got worse, and he remortgaged the house and he took out loans, and then
Poor bugger.
then
having
he
to keep all that. I mean, poor family, but poor him having to live that double life. It must be exhausting.
Precisely, exhausting, and eventually went to prison because he defrauded the company he was working for. So we're talking to his son, who tells me the family story. It's quite a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all coming up after one. Hopefully, you're going to get. Can you let me know if Joe doesn't call you back? Then let me know, because Joe has promised he's going to call you after one, and if he doesn't, I'm going to.
Is he a ball specialist?
He's got.
Yes,
he's got a big ball.
He's been
a
there.
big ball. Yeah, he'll be able to help you out. Martin Kelner is up next. Do stay tuned. I should be listening as I drive home. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Katherine. I hope you're
welcome.
I hope you've learnt an important lesson.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, good.
Hope you have.
Yeah, I have. The lesson I've learnt is that you are a dick.
Talk Radio. Intelligent, organic entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.